Hello, interwebs. It looks like it's time to change the picture. Here I go. Going in. Ha ha! Look at that. All right, success. I better get on Discord. Let's go check out the old Discord, make sure everyone's there. Don't switch my audio devices. Let's just hopefully. God, I hate Discord. The way Discord keeps changing the damn inputs. Let's see what happens when I go in and what chaos I can cause. All right, Tech Bandit server. Well, look who's here. Is that the Noodles? Of course, it won't hear anything because naturally I'm not hearing it. So let's go to here. Let's go to here. Let's go to camera 3 for some input. Now can I hear you? Noodles, you there?
Hello?
Hey, Noodles.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can indeed.
Yay!
It almost
Are
makes
you
sense to me now. Almost.
You you actually sound normal this time.
Do I see? That's so weird. I tried changing the frequency that it was recording at, and I thought that
Okay.
might mess with things. But that's good. So it doesn't sound too crazy bizarre at this point.
No, it does not.
What do you think of the wintry weather? Check this out. We got like the winds blowing.
I know it's crazy.
It's like
I'm
it's
gonna.
look at that. Even the Stargate squirrel cam is getting blown around a bit. I just installed a whole bunch of new cameras. Not for us,
Oh,
unfortunately.
fine.
It's
Dang.
well, they're these Wise cameras, these security cameras, and they're
Mhm.
very cool. But they, for some reason, there's not a that I'm aware of. There's not a way of actually getting it onto the screen, onto the like PC. It's only using the phone or whatever. All right, let me see what's going on here. Let's see what's happening on the old Twitch, the old Twitchies. Here we are.
Have you? Can is there sound now? Can people hear us? Hello, hello.
Well, we'll see. We'll go check. We'll go check in the
Okay.
chat right now. I went live a little bit early. Everyone can hear. Very good. So you can hear
Oh,
me. You can hear Noodles.
yeah. Hi,
I
hello
can see
everyone.
Anasir Cowgan. I can see Bob S3. I feel like that. I can see. I feel like that was that kid show. And the Gopher Boy. You can, but you have to blow a different firmware on it. If you look on Wise's website, they have it there. Yeah, I was a little worried about. I don't want to sort of. I don't want to RIP my new my new Wise cameras just yet. I'm using them to track criminals. Greetings from Brazil.
I do want to
Wow.
say, David,
Hmm.
at least for me, your camera on Twitch is a bit fuzzy, but it might
Oh,
just
is
be
it?
my
Oh, it's
connection.
like, well, you know why? Look at this, because I haven't focused on the mustache yet. Watch this. Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Oh well, it's less
See that
blurry
mustache?
now.
There you go. Mustache.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
it's
Because you want to get the full, mustache forestry there for sure. Look at that.
well,
That is a science experiment unto itself, right there, isn't it? This thing's getting
uh,
shaggier and shaggier. I'm waiting for them to give it a little shave because I have to go. I'm in again tomorrow. I get
not
to
fun.
I get to do stunts tomorrow.
It's still blurry. I'm gonna try reloading Twitch.
Well, sometimes Twitch will go a little fuzzy when it does that. I'm better blurry anyways, Noodles. Honestly, you know. Sci-Fi City loves my shirt. These are like homemade, like not homemade by me, but by someone else with talent. I just love the robots. Anything with a robot basically does me. Yeah, it's totally romper room, isn't it? I see Victory Shout Out New Zealand. I see Anasir Cowgan. I see Jesse McKay, Superfan448, the full mustache. We got Bob's here. Bob's 381. Got a message from you from Joe Flanagan. He's doing Insta Live and needs tech help. He's in Toronto and quarantining right now. Please call him. Very good. I shall do that. I'm not going to call him right now because I'm a little busy. But yes,
Oh,
for
there
sure.
you go. You look
Later.
less fuzzy now.
Ooh, wait a sec. ASMR mustache. Does that work? Would you even get?
Can I can I mute him on Discord? Can I mute? Can someone help? Help!
Wow,
Okay.
that's really horrible. Cal. Hey, Cal's here. What a weird surprise. Hi, Cal.
Uh,
Uh, Look at that. It's like Dance Monkey Dance, and I and
why?
I did it. Okay, so everyone knows that today is a Tech Bandit session, specifically a Game Bandits session. Baz is rushing home because there's a bunch of stuff he wants to listen in on, but he has homework to do, so he has to do homework while he's doing it. What about you, Noodles? Don't you have any homework? Do you have homework?
Baz, what? Sorry, my brain just went out the window for a second.
Do
I don't
you?
have homework.
You have no homework. Do you generally get
No.
homework?
Uh, not a lot, but a bit, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Giraffe's playing Roblox. There's no surprise. Lord Chunky's
Oh,
playing Minecraft. Really? Interesting. Maybe I'll say hello.
what?
I'll say hello. I'll just do a little.
I, what? I,
What?
I got, thank you, his River Song. They just gifted a lot of subs.
Oh, really? How many?
I'm subscribed to your channel now, apparently.
Wow, that's great. Thank you very much.
You're
Uh,
welcome. Wait, does that
happening
mean?
now if you're
It's something I've always meant to do, but just haven't gotten around to doing it.
no, yeah, oh yeah, no, you. I always meant to subscribe to you. Always, I was always going to do
It's
that.
true.
I just let Lord Chunky know that we're playing. Uh,
Okay.
Giraffe's
Uh,
online. I probably don't want to bug Giraffes because Giraffe. I don't think Giraffe likes the live streams. Not a big fan
yeah,
of the
no.
live streams, which is weird because he likes streaming, which is weird. I got to go, but please phone Joe. Thank you, Bob's. Got it. Bob's. Got it. Bob's. Got it. Joe
Yeah, well,
Flanagan.
I also just had a test for science today,
Oh,
so
you did? How'd
giving
that
us
go?
homework.
Oh my God,
Uh,
his River Song.
did I
You
fail?
did how many? Wait a second. 5 tier. Holy moly. That's very good of you. Thank you so much, his River Song. Jesse McKay's kids do homework every night. I'm just saying, Noodles. That's all,
It's not. It's good for them.
Baz has got like a bunch of stuff now because I don't know what the deal is. I think something about grade 8. They start like kicking your butt more in grade 8, I think.
Well, you're paying. Well, apparently, our French teacher said to us that if you get more than 2 hours of homework, you can talk to a teacher because you're not supposed to be having more than 2 hours. But it might be different for private schools.
That's so funny because I used to do way more than like 2 hours of homework. Well,
It's stupid.
I did a lot
The
of
thing
sitting
is,
around pretending to do 2 hours of homework at least.
wait,
Uh,
happy birthday to Baz. When was Baz's birthday?
like yesterday, wait a sec, you didn't get that? You didn't? Wasn't there like a Canada-wide alert saying that it was Baz's birthday
No,
yesterday? You know that
no.
his present hasn't arrived yet, which is even better, kind of. Watcher 652, yes, it is. It really is David. And welcome, Watcher 652. And also Bob's, who came by and then said goodbye again. And then Hobbit from Space, yay! I almost never get homework, but I had to write an essay for pre. What? You had to write an essay for pre-calculus? About what? Hey, speaking of stunts, by the way, I have to do stunts tomorrow. Get this. I have to do fire stunts tomorrow and driving stunts tomorrow. And by stunts, I mean like drive and slam on the brakes. And by fire stunts, I mean pretend to pull someone from a burning something. Yeah. Opening a fridge is not a stunt. Thank you, Cal. I do my own stunts, Cal.
Oh,
I
actual
Oh,
stunts.
actual stunts. The actual stunts will be done by stunt people, I'm sure. They actually have a stunt. They have a double who looks like Robin Williams, surprisingly. I think they said what kind of a body type do you have like for a stunt double? And I said, well, picture like a pear on a stick. And that's what you're looking for. I said like a slug white pear on a stick. That's what I look like. Driving
Oh,
while on
no.
fire. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Driving while on fire. The teacher made us
Did you
write
get new
essays about
glasses?
ourselves.
David, do you have new glasses? They look
I
very thick.
They have been returned to me. I broke them, and then
Oh,
they've repaired them, but they've made them very breakable. And also, I've discovered that it's taken so long to get them fixed that they no longer. I can't quite get the right. You know what I mean? Do you wear
no, I
glasses?
don't wear glasses.
I never did until I was like, until I turned like 20, like last year.
My mom needs glasses, but she won't admit it.
Oh my God, glasses are the best. Except I
Yeah,
hate
I
wearing
know. I'm
glasses,
trying.
but they're so good like for like reading and stuff. Go live with Joe Flanagan tomorrow. Thank you, Sci-Fi Sadie.
Didn't?
Tomorrow I will be
Aren't you
filming.
working though?
I'm
Yeah.
yeah, I'm working tomorrow. Legend Shammy, how are you, Legend Shammy? David is the Stargate SG-1 RPG 5e game on Kickstarter. The game you had a hand in. I had no hand in it, Legend Shammy, but that is the game that I played and very much enjoyed, and I do like the folks who are making it. So, any happy suggestions I can make to people to go check out that RPG, they should do it. It should be fun. And we're playing another game, I think on the 18th, October the 18th. We're gonna play like Dungeons and Dragons, but Stargate version, which is kind of cool. And one day Noodles will watch Stargate, and then she'll understand
All
what
right.
the heck we're talking about.
Yeah, I.
It's a bush Wookiee. Is that like an Australian Wookiee? Is that? This isn't a self promo. It's not my channel, but go check out Dial the Gate. Oh yeah, Dial the Gate. That's right. New channel doing interviews. I've been talked to about that. I'm going to do one of those, I think, as well. All right. Okay, so I should.
Minecraft using clips. That's the only thing I really understand.
What's that?
On your show notes.
The show
My
notes.
brain.
The only thing you understand is
Well, I understand it all, really, but
oh
the
everything.
thing that interests me most, per se, is Minecraft caves and cliffs.
I, you know what? There's a lot of updates on that. You know,
I know. I watched the update review.
yeah, it's pretty neat, huh? And there's some cool things that I hadn't really thought of. You know what I mean? Like Baz was saying, like, oh, there's a new caves update, and I was like, it's already got caves. What's it gonna do? But then when I went to actually
Yeah.
look at the thing, and I'll put the link in so people can see what the heck I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I'm gonna copy the link. I'm gonna post the link because I'm so organized. There's this. Um, so yeah, there's a few things here. These are the show notes. These are this gives us a rough idea of what to talk about, and then we generally ignore a lot of it. It's kind of like doing a Barnacles.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like it's like doing a Barnacles podcast where we just basically just talk about whatever we want. But yeah, we try to keep
I
it
think
Tech Bandits related.
Barnacles is actually streaming right now.
Who is?
Barnacles.
Oh, Barnacles is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll go say hi to Barnacles for us. Or somebody go say hi to Barnacles for us. So anyone here fly over and park at Area 51 in Flight Simulator? Oh my God, I've got to get Flight Simulator. It's one of the biggest things. Oh, Legend of Shammy, thank you so much. Um, I'll tell you, the Flight Simulator. Have you heard about this, Noodles?
We talked about it, didn't we?
Yeah. Have you seen any footage or anything? It's
Uh,
pretty
oh,
spectacular. So basically, you choose where you want to go, and you can fly. You know, you can fly anywhere in the world you want to. So as Techniques is pointing out here, you could fly to Area 51 and park. Does anything weird happen if you go there? Do you see any? Are there lights in the skies or anything like that? I love that Joe's bought an exercise ball and is considering drawing a face on it. That's pretty good. I just have a kid. It's easier. Uh, yeah. So Jesse McKay, his dad was playing the flight simulator on their own years ago. It's just a normal airport. Is that it? Is it? I see. Hey, Peter Fleming. I don't keep track. I don't keep track with many people. I'm afraid. I'm too busy doing Tech Bandit stuff. All right, Christoph. Hello,
oh,
Christoph. Time to talk to Logitech for yoke and rudder pad. Oh my gosh, you know what? So the idea of like setting up, if you think about it, Noodles, you could basically
yeah.
learn how to fly a plane in software. Wouldn't that be cool? It's a bit
Yes.
it's a bit like the Matrix. It's like the I know kung fu. Like you basically get to play a video game, and the video game is actually teaching you something as you do it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to wake myself up a bit.
Why are you're so tired after school? 11
Not
a.m.
really.
You're way more awake at 11 a.m. You're a lot more
Yeah, it's true.
confused at 4 p.m. At 4 p.m. You're like a dazed and confused.
Yeah, no, I can. Sorry.
And I'm like totally
Brain.
low key. I'm like 4 p.m. is like my nap time normally, right?
Yeah, my brain sort of breaks, but
It's the I Love
I don't
Stargate
know why
girl.
though.
Your brain just
Yeah, it's
breaks.
almost like being in. Yeah, Ruby Case. It's almost Ruby Case, right? It's almost like being in school for 6 hours is exhausting. Never thought of that.
And what are you doing in school now? You sitting in school or are you online still?
Sitting in school.
GameBuster says that they might have some sim stuff that's available. Yeah, that's actually mentioned in my. Just need some cables for it. Sim stuff that is available. Just need some cables for it. That's interesting.
So do
Um,
you?
School is exhausting, Lilifan. I found it exhausting. How do you, Noodles? Do you like you enjoy school, which I didn't? Are you
No,
good at sitting in the class,
I enjoy school normally.
but not right now?
No, just not with my teacher that I have most of the time.
Okay, without naming names, for fear that they might listen. What's the problem? Is it just because is this the too much talking one?
Yeah.
And is it on a is it a Zoom one? You're not going to school yet.
No, I am.
You're actually at the school.
Yeah, didn't we talk about this like
I know, but I
two.
never
Yeah, that
remember.
was
I never remember anything, and no one else. I'm just trying to fill everybody else in so they know what's going on, right?
yeah.
It's like consider everything before there's a pre-interview. How's that? Um, wow, Jesse McKay's got some weather to deal with as well. I love Stargate Girl says that school is boring. I Here's the frustrating thing: is there's so many cool
Uh,
things to learn, but I'm just not sure that school is always the best place to learn them.
eh, my brain's still not working.
Did you see that? Jaspin Mir
What?
has been inspired to build their own PC, and Offset helped them out. Fantastic.
Hey,
Look, if we can help
that's
anybody to
great.
spend ridiculous amounts of money on PCs, then I feel like we've done our. Hey, you know what you should do? Let all the companies know that you bought stuff from, that you got the idea from us, and maybe they'll maybe they'll help us out with some stuff.
Maybe.
That would be awesome,
Yeah, we
wouldn't
still need to do that, don't we?
we really do. Barnacle says hi. Um, Anybody who doesn't want to be doing Tech Bandit should go and check out Barnacles. By the way, like if this is not your speed, everybody go check out Barnacles because Barnacles is just kind of a wonderful guy, and
Okay.
I love supporting him. Okay, so bye, Noodles. Noodles leaves.
No.
Noodles leaves and goes to Barnacles. Well, but hey, how do you watch both, Rittenhouse? How do you do that?
You just take your tab and you make it smaller, and then you make a copy of the Twitch
But how can
thing.
you listen to both? You can't have both going at the same. Two monitors. Very good. Okay, very good. I'm terrified to screw up anything. So, thank you.
You listen to one of them.
Cal's gone with Barnacles. Thank you very much. That's great. I mean, not that I'm trying to get rid of people, but I just thought if people do want to, if people are more interested in sort of grown up stuff, then by all means, this is way more my speed. Me and Noodles hanging out, waiting for
Yeah,
everyone else to get out of school. What time do you get out of school normally, Noodles?
3.
3. You get out of 3?
Yep,
Oh my God, Baz isn't out until probably
3:30.
3:30. Probably isn't home till 4:30, maybe something like that.
Yeah, no, I know. There's someone that I am friends with, like 2 people that go to his school.
Right. And where are you going next year? I mean, don't give me an actual school, but are you going to a local school again? Are you starting to look at other
Uh,
schools or?
Next year, probably gonna stay in the same school. So
Right.
that's the local one.
So you would get
So
through.
like,
So you would graduate from. Now, have you been in that school the whole time?
so far, yeah.
Apparently, I seem like a cool guy. They're so wrong. You're so wrong. I'm so far from cool.
The only reason he seems cool is
Shika
because
dance.
like before Tech Bandits, I have to like tell him like, okay, here's how to seem cool, David.
Yeah, exactly. I get cool lessons. That's my yeah. I'm like taking on LinkedIn Learning. I'm taking a how to be cool class. Cool is very relative. That's so true. The best thing I ever discovered, the thing I'm trying to persuade,
What?
not persuade, but let Baz know
Yeah.
is that it's just once you find out who you are, just go with it. Like don't try to
Honestly,
yeah.
I um I um it's cool that doesn't work for me.
Cool. Yeah,
Given up on that a long time ago.
but I don't even know that cool's cool anymore. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? I think what's so nice about the world we live in now is that anybody could be whatever you could be whatever you want at this point. I mean, you could
No,
still get
that's not
flack
true.
for it. You can still get flack for it, but
Yeah, that's that's not completely true, but that's the idea.
what do you mean?
Yes.
Where have you stumbled on that?
Oh, me, I'm pretty fine with that because I don't really care about what anyone says, honestly. But I'm just saying
I do.
that.
My feelings always get hurt. I don't like like
Okay,
I'm
sorry,
well no
sorry. I don't want to hurt your feelings since you're a precious snowflake.
I am a
You're
very
great,
precious. Yeah,
David.
I'm precious. Although doesn't snowflake mean something now? Snowflake means it's got like a derogatory term now, isn't it? Snowflake. Doesn't that mean like you're like a some kind of a bleeding heart liberal or something? Aw, sorry, David's
What?
got feelings. I do have feelings. Well, this is the funny thing is that I everyone always jokes about it that I'm an extrovert hermit. So I would prefer to be alone at home, but the reality is once I get out, I feel like I can sort of handle myself all right.
That's very true, actually.
Are you the same way?
Me?
Yeah.
Less so,
You're out. Yeah,
actually.
you're out all the time. I see you out with your friends all the time.
You do? Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you're always
Yeah.
like hanging out, and there was that
Yeah,
really.
I'm more extroverted.
What was that thing that our friend was building for her OAC thing?
What?
Did you see that little? She had little houses in the trees and stuff, and she was taking photos of it for a Ontario Art College or something. It
Who?
was it was your friend's mom was doing it when I last saw you, I think, or the time before I saw you. She had all these little
Oh,
things in the tree, and she was like,
oh yeah,
"What was that?"
yeah. Wait, why didn't you say hi if you saw me?
We did. I talked to you.
Oh, you did.
Oh my God, you're as bad as I am.
What? Wait, did you? I completely.
It's they
Wait.
all blend together because there's so many dog walks. I walk by so many times.
Oh yeah.
Noodle's house
I
is on my dog
remember
walk route.
later at like it was like later. I was
Yeah, and
thinking
it was
earlier when
night.
I
It
heard
was
you
getting
talk.
dark, and she had these little things lit up.
Yeah, and you were talking about Jane's birthday. Yeah, okay.
But what was it? What was the like? Was it? It was for like
Oh,
some
that
kind of.
was a project for school. She does a art school, I think.
So she's a grown up going back to school, and she's doing art. But do you know what it was about though? It just looked really cool. There were all these. So everyone
It,
understands. There were all these
it was
little things in the trees. Like it looked like a little fairy house. Little fairy
it
houses.
was
It's like a
it
smart
was the
village.
I think she said the project was make like a house or a village in an unusual place.
Oh, that's cool. I also like the way that it was also at the base of a bunch of apartment buildings too, which is kind of cool. So these little tiny
Yeah, that
houses, like being sort of tower with these giant towers, towering over them. Um, well, should we look at some of this stuff? Let's see what I found in
yeah.
my digging.
We
We can certainly
can
start talking
okay,
about the
so we
Minecraft one for sure.
okay.
So what leapt out
I
at you
like
at the Minecraft stuff?
I like the update except for just a few things.
Now they haven't done the update though, have they? They haven't actually sent it out yet, have they?
Oh no, that's coming in 2021
I'm just
apparently.
putting the link in again for people if they want to follow along with us.
Yeah.
Children, if you'd like to follow along. Oh, you know what? Before we get into this, I should
Okay.
say thank you, DStat.
Oh yeah.
Sponsorship level Patreon, all of our Patreons, all of our subscribers. It all helps so freaking much. And it's really going to help, as we head into the winter because I have no idea what's going to happen here because our numbers are going up and people are crazy. And
Yeah,
so,
that's very true.
yeah, I mean, so and I'm not sure how much acting work there's going to be, especially if we keep bringing all these Americans like Joe Flanagan up. My friend has been brought up here, Noodles, to do 2 weeks
Huh.
of quarantine before he goes and shoots on set. What's weird is I go to set on the one that I'm on right now. I don't get tested until I get to set. So I go to set, I get tested, and then I wander onto set with all of the leading actors. And of course, if I'm sick, which hopefully I'm not, but if I have like no symptoms and I didn't notice that, and I went on set with it, I would make everyone sick, right? Because we take our masks off, we have to do our scenes, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Um, Pac Mom's here too. Hello, Pac Mom. Okay, let's talk Minecraft. Let's do it. So,
Okay,
Minecraft.
so here's the thing. I like a lot of the updates. There is a few things I'm so on, and there is a few things that I absolutely love about it.
Okay, give me the. Let's. Why don't we start with the? Well, it's always good to start with the positive. Let's start with the positive stuff first. How about
No,
that?
it's better to start with the
Start
negative
with the.
stuff
We should.
first.
It's always better to start with the negative. Let's start with the negative first, then.
I just find if you say something negative and then you say something positive, the negative doesn't sound as bad.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right.
So
Did you like
the
the raccoon I found for it? Did you like the little raccoon that I found for the
yes,
for the
I
image? There
want
you
to
go.
look at it. I'm gonna look at it again.
Yeah, I just put
One
it on the
sec.
screen for everybody so they can see it. That's my
Really
virtual hug
cute.
bandit. That
It's
was
so
the.
cute.
Yeah, there you go. So I found out a
It
way of like
makes me
sharing
happy.
this screen. I'm probably sharing all sorts of things I probably shouldn't be, but so that we can
I
actually sort of see what we're looking at here. So it's a Minecraft caves and clips. But I thought that was a raccoon that needed a hug really badly, and it had been a while since we'd actually got together, so I thought I'd throw that in there. All right, going back again. Here we go.
yeah. So like a few things I don't completely agree with.
Mm.
One, the thing I don't like the most is sort of the archaeology thing.
You don't like the archaeology thing?
Well,
What was it
I
about the
don't
archaeology thing you didn't like?
I just don't like the things that like I'm okay. That's the only thing that I'm with because I feel like it's more of a mod than Minecraft.
Ha. Okay. The art.
That's the thing.
I'm trying to find the
Is
archaeology part
how
down here.
I think it's cool, but
What?
I just think the shapes of the pots and what you find and how it works seems just a bit like I don't. The one thing that I'm always worried about with these updates is they're going to make how do they are going to improve my like improve Minecraft in a Minecraft way?
Right. But this
Which
doesn't feel like this feels more like modding stuff being added to the actual game.
yes,
So, but you don't do modded Minecraft, do you?
no,
Yet, until we build your PC.
yeah,
We're taking
totally, but
forever to
yeah,
do that.
it's really it's honestly really hard to get mods uh on a tablet.
I don't think you can you?
Uh,
I think you've got
it's
to be. It's got to be a no. It's got to be a Java edition. So unless you're using like some kind of a like crazy Java running tablet, I don't think. Well, I say that.
no, you can get like
It's possible, I suppose.
add-ons and stuff.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, it's really confusing and it's easier just to play vanilla. And honestly, vanilla Minecraft is really pretty.
I'm
I
trying to
love
find the
it.
archaeology stuff. Where was the archaeology part of this thing?
It was like really, it was sort of like not near the end, but yeah, it was sort of near the end.
Was it? Okay, so it's actually in the.
Axolotls.
So I got to actually go to the
Well,
video
well,
for this.
I watched a version that was 40 minutes, and it was just all the update stuff.
Okay, I see. All right.
So that was the axolotls for that was at the end,
Man, there's a
surprisingly.
lot of cool stuff going in here. Okay, all right. So it's a really long stream, though, isn't it? It's kind
Yeah.
of a long. I'll tell you, we went to Minecon back in the days when they used to do Minecon. We went to Minecon in London, and it was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had, like ever.
Okay.
Yeah,
You went to Minecon London?
yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. Like
I wanna.
it was crazy great. And I wonder if I still got the. I might even have some merch. I might be able to. I might have a couple of pins I could give you. But we even have the little capes. So when we play, Baz and I have capes that are from Minecon. You know, whatever it's 20. I don't know when it was, but it was back a ways ago. Um,
Oh, and to Jaspin, this Jaspin, like yeah, that's honestly the if I was to rate the things, the one thing I like the least about the update, it would be the art, not the archeo. I don't know. I just want to see how it's gonna work. Playing it might change my mind,
mm,
but I just mean as a thought, it seems sort of moddy. I'm getting used to that. And
right.
then the other two things is the I'm fine with the lightning rod. Like
Right.
and the telescope, like I'm okay with that, but I don't want Minecraft to keep going in that direction necessarily,
I gotta
is what
say,
I'm saying.
I do like the idea of like finding stuff when you dig, though. Like that's a.
Oh, yeah, I like that idea.
I mean that. I mean, in the real world, that could happen. Like, I love the idea of like finding like the coins or doubloons or something, or like, or old swords, or I just think there's a lot of stuff a lot of fun stuff you could have. I'm curious to know,
Yeah.
have they added any camera features? Like, I would love to see them being able to make. I'd like it easier to make games. Make your own, not games, videos. Like, I'd love to be able to sort of be able to set up cameras and do like little plays in Minecraft. Wouldn't that be cool?
I think that's too much of a mod. Honestly,
Yeah, you think it's
I
like an add-on? It's more of a like just have it stick.
that's like an add-on that Minecraft could make, or Minecraft could make like a thing, a client that can be used with Minecraft to film
Mm.
from the perspective of someone.
So it can build items like telescopes, more variety with the cave. Oh, so that's interesting. So basically, it's almost like it's got sort of a treasure hunting angle to it now.
Yeah, so I'm actually more okay with that. What I'm saying is not necessarily that these little updates aren't good.
Mm.
I just don't want Minecraft to start having like some of the mods they have like planes, or I don't want Minecraft to have planes,
You
and I
don't
don't
want
want it to
planes, even if you
no.
build the planes. I love digging too, Watcher. I'm the same. I just dig. I'm like diggy diggy hole. That's what I do. Digging a hole, diggy diggy
I
holes.
know it sounds weird, but I just like if I want to have a plane in Minecraft, um I rather get a mod for that. Or Minecraft could start making their own mods too if
Hmm.
they want to do that. But I just want at least some form of the vanilla based game that still gives you the idea that oh, this is vanilla, right?
Why don't they have voice chat in Minecraft? That's a good point, Jaspin. I guess you know why? Because they're worried about people misbehaving. I'll bet. Although they can still text you horrible things, can't they?
What?
Um,
No. Lots of swear words are bleeped out in Minecraft.
oh, are they? They automatically like filter them. Bob's.
Oh yeah.
So Bob's 381 has a son who's 22 years old, grew up on Minecraft. Yeah, we've been playing Minecraft since the beginning. We absolutely love Minecraft. If I could dedicate myself to one game right now, it would probably be Minecraft. Like that would be the one that
I'm,
I
I'm
would.
trying to think when I started playing.
How do I say that? Magic the Gathering too is another one I like. I'm going to say.
I
Did you
started
just shush
playing.
me? You can't shush me. I could mute you in a
No,
second.
I did
Cal,
not shush you. I was
mute.
thinking.
Oh, I see. That
I was
was it. It,
thinking to
it sounded
myself.
like I got shushed.
No, I was like just like
Shh.
I was like
Shh.
I was just sort of like or whatever, just like me. I was just thinking.
I don't think it's ever too old to play Minecraft, to be honest. Look, one
Yeah.
of the other updates that I thought was really okay. No, sorry, go on about go. So
All right.
nervous
Sorry.
about archaeology.
You know what? I think it's going to be a fun aspect, and I think I'm going to enjoy it. But
So you've completely changed your mind since the beginning of this sentence. You're like me.
no,
I'll tell you why I don't like archaeology. You know, archaeology's not a bad idea. I like the idea of
well,
archaeology. I'm
like
looking forward to this.
the thing is, it's not necessarily just the archaeology. It's just where that could go, and I just don't want Minecraft. What I'm saying is, I don't want Minecraft to become too not vanilla anymore.
Right,
You know, I don't want it to lose that vanilla feel because it's called vanilla because it's plain,
right.
but vanilla is also a really
I
nice flavor.
love
So
vanilla. I've always been a vanilla fan. You get a nice creamy vanilla, I'm there. I used to like the English vanilla, which sort of has a yellowness to it, a butteriness to it that I really like. What's it
ooh,
called in?
the best vanilla is when it has little black specks in it, so you can
Ooh, the
because
little
that's still like
vanilla
the bean.
flecks, vanilla. But yeah, the vanilla bean
Because
flecks.
that's how you know it's like real vanilla,
Right,
unless they're just putting black dirt in it. But
right.
I hope not.
Uh,
Okay, back to Minecraft.
what? That's the fun. The fun is going off on topic. I play Minecraft. I'm a mother and a teacher in my 50s. Oh wow! So wait a second. Victory Shot New Zealand. Are you using Minecraft Education Edition? 'Cause if so, I'm really jealous because I can't get it because I'm not a teacher. Wait a sec. Do you
Can't
use
you just
it,
get it?
Noodles? Do you have it at school? Do you have Minecraft?
No,
You don't
I
use Minecraft.
wish.
You don't?
No, why do you sound so
This
surprised?
is this is why I started Tech Bandits, right? At your school. Because I was
Yeah,
worried that there wasn't enough geeky stuff happening. It's not
you
even
realize
geeky.
I'm not at that school anymore, David.
All right, I keep forgetting. Everyone grows up. Stupid growing up. Baz is
Yeah, I
13.
know. I hate it.
Yes, our school has Minecraft Education Edition. Yeah, I think it's brilliant, the idea of that. And then Noodles will get to some more of the updates. You'll see. Okay, we'll go back to the updates because there's some really cool
Okay,
stuff in here.
stuff.
Go
It's
for it.
okay, but okay. And besides all that,
Mm.
honestly, the rest of the update just looks amazing, and I just love it.
Come on, glow
Like,
squids. Glow squids.
what do they do?
They glow. What else do you need to know? They're squids that glow. What?
But
What?
but
What?
okay,
What else?
if I could have voted, I would have voted for the Moo Bloom first of all.
Eh,
I know it got out in the second
eh,
round, but I don't think it should have. I like
eh.
it. I think it's such a cute cat. I've always loved the mushrooms.
Glow
So
squids. I'm glow squids all the way. You know.
really,
Look, it has a glow squid with a hat on it. You know. And the picture actually has a glow squid with a hat on it. Here, I'll show you. There you go. So
and
glow squid
also
with a hat.
I just feel like the glow squid was the only mob that didn't do anything.
That was. What did the other ones do?
Well, the iceology or whatever had really cool ice attacks and would be a cool mob to fight.
Yeah. Okay. What
And
can the
then,
glow squid attack?
no, it's
Uh
like a squid but glows. I'm pretty sure.
Moobloom. So Jaspin likes the Mooblooms as well. I'd have a hard time saying Mooblooms.
Ah,
Teach
mooblooms are
English.
so cute. And
What's that?
I like the mooblooms because I like the idea of like a yellow cow with flowers. I just think that'd be really cute.
Teach English, classical studies, and once made a complete replica of the House of Veti, which is a building found in Pompeii. Oh wow!
Wow.
Did you then cover it with lava? Actually, that'd be kind of cool. You could recreate Pompeii and then just
Well,
pour lava all over it.
wasn't Pompeii not lava but like ash?
Oh,
Lots
it
of the
was,
damage
wasn't
was
it? Like
ash.
it blew up and it like
Hello?
fired stuff. Hey,
Hi.
Commander Cosmos joined.
Guess what?
What?
But
I just got a new mouse. My new mouse that I ordered came today. It's called the
nice.
Glorious Model O. It's
Whoa, wait a second. I gotta
rated
look
the
this
best
up. What's
mouse
it
in the
called? What's it
world.
called? What's it called?
Glorious Model O.
Glorious Model O, and it's a mouse.
Yeah, it's a lightweight mouse.
Is it matte black?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous. Wait a sec. I gotta put it over here so people can see it. What the? Look at this, peeps. Oh my God, Commander Cosmo, I'm so jealous. Look at this thing. Wait a sec. And what are the holes for? They to keep your hand cool? That looks,
No, they're it's isolation
huh?
and what else is it? It's isolation, and it makes it a bit more lightweight.
Really? What
Yeah.
does that? So you can move it faster?
Uh,
Is the idea like if it's lighter, it's faster? Because I like a little bit of weight to my mags. Like
I'd like it better if it didn't have holes in it.
I like a little bit of weight. I would be worried about what about all the finger salsa that's going to get in there? How do you clean that?
Maybe what's it called when you don't like little holes? Maybe that's me
Oh,
because
it
that
could
just
be.
doesn't look cool.
What is that called? That thing when you hate the holes, fear of holes, fear of tiny holes.
I don't think that's
fear of tiny holes.
Yeah,
I
there's a
don't
thing.
think I have that
What's
problem.
this thing?
Tryptophobia. It's called tryptophobia. Well,
I
according
don't
to
think
Jess
I don't-
Masker. Jess,
Honestly, I don't think I have it, but
I
just
do.
that
Tryptophobia.
yeah,
doesn't look nice.
tryptophobia. So tryptophobia is basically generally it's organic holes, I think, isn't it? Generally, but yeah, it's like it's not even. It's just it makes you feel kind of creepy when you like. I get a kind of a little sort of a almost like the hairs on the back of my neck go up when I see lots of little holes. Now you've mentioned it, I'm getting it, but I don't get that from the glorious Model O. I've got to say. How on earth did you find this mouse, Commander?
It was rated the best mouse on a bunch of like tech YouTube channels, stuff like that.
That's $50 American. That's so it's got to be. It's got and is it
It's
an
like
LED?
$80.
Yeah, 80
Yes,
Canadian.
it
That
has
makes
LEDs.
sense. And then it's got the LED, so you can change the colors and everything as well. I love the unicorn. The unicorn. What do they call it? Unicorn vomit. I'll show you. Here you go. So there, I'm going to show everyone again. So there's like, if you'll see, there's some spectacular unicorn vomit down the side here, little racing stripes by the looks of it. Yeah, I would just my only concern, Commander, would be how do you
Yeah.
clean that? How do you clean it?
You just don't get it dirty.
Yeah, right. Like
The
that's
answer
ever gonna
to
happen.
the answer to cleaning everything.
But can you? I'd be curious because that's something that freaks me out. Like absolutely freaks me out because the idea of like having like I clean my keyboard all the time, right? Like all the time because it just makes me I get freaked out by stuff if I see sort of like like smudges on my keyboard. Bothers me. I vacuum my keyboard because I don't like little bits getting in there. I might be a little uptight. It's possible. But Commander Cosmo, you can live with it. Are you plugging it in right now? Are you trying it out?
Yeah, I'm playing it. I'm playing Overwatch with it.
And
It's decent. I just need to get used to like I don't really have to move it that much and it goes far. Cause I used to have like just a normal mouse that wasn't lightweight. So
I've
I
just
just
got
have
a
to get
normal
used to
old. Sorry, I cut you off. I've just got a normal old.
No.
I've got a normal old Logitech, which works fine for me but I'm not really gaming right now, right? I have a Death Adder for the other one. Oh, Ruby K says use rubbing alcohol. I got tons of rubbing alcohol. I bought a ton of rubbing alcohol so I could bathe in it during the COVID thing. I had a friend telling me to get a Death Adder mouse, but they sent me a link and I could not justify 150 US. No. Mine's nowhere near that. It must be some special one. And Commander Cosmo is recommending this one, and it's only 50 US. And apparently you're saying it's who rated it the best mouse, Commander?
Linus,
Really?
all those, yeah.
All
Got
right.
it. Totally know who they are. Honestly,
Do you know have you
Yeah.
ever watched Linus?
no.
Linus
I
Tech
know.
Tips. Check out Linus Tech Tips sometime. He's pretty great for. He's just kind of fun. He's a fun PC guy. If you want to, yeah. If you're getting a PC, we've got that money set aside for you to get a PC. So when that you'll want to know, you should look at Linus. Linus Tech
Okay.
Tips. I'm gonna look at it right now. I'm gonna pull up a link for you so you can find it. He's sort of a YouTuber more than anything else, isn't it? That's where I usually see him.
Can we continue with the Minecraft update?
And then we'll complete. Yes, then we will. Okay. I'm gonna just.
Sorry, I'm just really excited.
No, of
for-
course. And Commander Cosmo's probably got some
Cave
things to say
update,
about
yeah.
it too. What do you think?
Before they announced axolotls, we were thinking about getting one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're thinking about getting one? Oh, they're honestly, listen, they're so cute. My cousin worked with them in a lab.
Wait, a real one? You were thinking about getting a real ocelot?
Yeah.
Axolotl,
Axolotl? But which are they? What are they?
the pink ones.
Oh, not those weird things that have the lungs on the outside or what are the gills on the outside?
Okay, 1 second. Let me search up a picture of an axolotl.
I've got Axl Rose, but not an axolotl. Axl
Let me
Rose
just
looks
get a
very different,
nice.
although his lungs might be on the outside too at this point. Um, oh, yeah. But what do they do? They just sort of smile at you
Uh,
like it looks like a Pokemon.
they're really cute.
And they yawn.
They yawn?
Yeah,
Really?
they can
Okay, let me
yawn.
just put this up for people as well. So these are the axolotls here. That is an axolotl. Nature's miracle healer is on the brink of extinction. What?
Yeah,
You
Yeah, they're close to extinction.
you're gonna you're
that's
gonna
why.
buy
That's
an
why. That's another reason why.
Yeah, they
Why
were trying to raise awareness.
Why don't you spend the
Jeffrey?
money on helping them in the wild as opposed to buying them and putting them in a little
Well, no, it's
box?
because I want to give it a healthy home.
Yeah, but they can't. But you'd have to like breed it and stuff too, right? Otherwise, you'd only have one, and if it dies, then you're done. Wouldn't you think? I don't know. I would just worry
Oh,
about.
I have a
I'd almost
question.
want the money that you spend going to the axolot going towards an organization that would save them or something. Isn't that?
I have a
Or am I
question.
just
Does
old?
Does anyone in chat know like how can you tame axolotls, or do they just follow you around?
No,
They
they live in water.
How do they follow you around?
I mean, if you put them in a bucket.
Well, if you carry the bucket around, they'll be with you all the time you're holding the bucket.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
I I can't imagine. Well, we should look up. Maybe just has anyone? Okay, let's ask the chat. Does anyone in the chat have an axolotl? An axolotl? A lot of axolotls? Are we talking about the real ones or in the game? No, no. The Nick. We're talking
oh,
about real ones apparently. I know it doesn't even look real. It looks like a Pokemon.
it's so just cute, and I love it.
Lily Fen says leave them alone and put them in the wild. Having at least two in your nose is useful. What? What? What do we? How do I miss something there? You
Yeah,
put axolotls up your nose?
No.
Oh, I see. I think people are confusing them with the actual Pokemon of some sort. It's a gill-enabled gecko. That's interesting. So wait a sec. So,
Useless.
hey,
Oh, sorry.
3D Printing Brian, hello. It's been a while. Thank you so much for coming by. Do you have an axolotl? Curious to know. They can grow limbs back. Oh God! So you just lop
Oh
off a
yeah,
limb and
yeah. That's why they were in that's why my cousin was like she takes care of them, but in the lab, I think it's in a university. They're working on like how like to
right.
um
Uh,
uh, how they regenerate limbs for medicine and stuff.
oh, so we study them and potentially we could grow back limbs and stuff if we could figure out how they work.
I guess technically.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's true. If we could figure out what part of their gene allows them to grow stuff back, we could do that. Okay, so apparently, okay, Bob's got a whole bunch of stuff about them here. It says they're
Yes.
naturally solitary animals. So they like to keep to themselves. Usually, they do not have an interest in people, and they do not even love to spend time with their own species unless during mating. Wow. So unless they're dating, there ain't no. They'd stay alone. They like, yeah, wow, okay. Toothless, the Night Fury. It does sound like an axolotl. It's they do look like Toothless, don't they? From
They
How to Train.
actually do.
Yeah, from
Now
How to
that you
Train Your
say
Dragon.
that, they do.
They're totally
Useless
toothless.
is really cute.
Uh,
Sorry.
so it's kind of like having a tiny dragon. Oh, Dirk24, thank you very much. Dirk24K, sorry, that's much now, way better than just 24. It's 24K. I've seen them in aquariums. They look really amazing to look at. I just worry about if they're on the brink of extinction. I suppose if there's a way of breeding them, and you could like breed a whole bunch of
Yeah,
them,
no, you can breed them.
and then like put them in a pond or something where where are they supposed to live? Do we know?
Um, they live in Mexico.
Of course you did, James. James used to have an axolotl. And what do you think, James? What did you think of that axolotl? Is he your best friend? Mexico. So wait a sec. So if we were to get an axolotl, you'd be selling them for. See, my only fear is if there's a market for axolotls and they're on the brink of extinction. My fear is that people will start pulling them out of lakes in Mexico and selling them.
What do they do?
James Gurney loved him. His name was Jeffrey. Hey, Evolution 219 says barn owls are endangered, and they have two of them. Wow, it's not a fish.
Ooh.
The Mexican walking fish. neotenic salamander, related to the tiger salamander. Watch her.
should ask your
Lots of information.
cousin how much she thinks about axolotls being in Minecraft now. She may think it's not a good thing.
Oh, interesting. Because if
What?
axolotls are in Minecraft, people are all going to want axolotls, and that could make them even more in danger of extinction. Is that possible?
No,
Yeah.
it's raising awareness.
Well, that's true, as long as it's raising awareness. But wait a sec. That's true. Maybe they could even put a portion of the proceeds of Minecraft with the axolotl in it towards axolotl saving. And the axolotl, you can buy some from a breeding pair in Paris from like 100 years ago. They're not really easy to find in the wild. They are in almost every single research biology department. Oh, that's interesting. Our biggest one ate one of his brothers when he was able to put it in his mouth. Really? Oh my God. That's wild. Wow. Okay, that's good to know. Brian Vines is on the puns. Should have named his kid Awareness, because then he could claim to be raising awareness. Very good, Brian. All right, let's go back to this. Let's go. That is interesting, though. I did not know that axolotls. This might be kind of a fun thing to talk about on the Tech Bandits, because I'd love to know how they work, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And sorry, was the answer that axolotls are in Minecraft or are not in the new Minecraft update?
They're adding them.
They are adding them.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right, so we're
love
going
to-
back to
okay.
the Minecraft stuff. Okay, go for it.
Besides my small complaints, I absolutely love the new update. Honestly,
Okay.
there's like nothing that
Favorite part of
really
it?
favorite part.
Yeah,
Actually, it might be the warden.
the warden.
I
That's
don't know about the warden.
really.
Well, I don't know. It's just so hard to pick. But as a mob, I think it's super cool.
Right.
Like so cool. It's just such an interesting idea.
And do
you know?
you have to well, explain how they work to me.
Do you know how they work?
I don't, not a clue.
Well, no, of course you don't. Sorry, my brain's not working.
No, it's working
you know
better
what
than
they
mine,
are, though?
honestly.
I meant to ask, do you know what they are?
No, I don't.
You've never seen a warden?
No, which is the warden?
It's not a real life thing.
It's in Minecraft.
Yes, it's a new thing.
A warden.
So basically,
It's like a villager of some sort.
no.
Hello, Petrovich.
Okay, it's a new mob, okay?
Okay, new mob.
So also they live in the deep dark biomes, which they didn't show lots of, but look from when they showed pictures of the warden,
Right.
it looks like it has like some new stone types and stuff.
Oh,
So
it's creepy looking.
it
They're
looks
adding
so,
copper, I
it's
think.
so cool. Yeah.
Man,
But
that's
okay, but here's the thing. Well, it's blind. It can't see.
oh, creepy. That really is creepy. Okay, look, I'm gonna switch it for people so people can see it. So this is the warden. It is creepy. Has it got antlers or something?
Okay. It's okay. This is the thing. It lives in the deep dark, and it's
Okay.
the first ever mob that can't see you.
Okay. Thanks, Dollarex.
So basically-
Welcome.
So you know how with a creeper, if you're in like a certain block range and not behind a wall or whatever, it can
Right.
see you, right?
Right.
With the warden, basically, if you're near it and you make sound, it hears the sound and it comes towards the sound.
Nice. That is creepy. Okay.
See, it's so cool though. It's freaky and it's scary, but it's just such a cool idea, and it's just so cool.
So you have to creep around this thing.
Yeah, you have to crouch, but the thing is, you can
And
be right
it's
behind
a
it,
cave
and-
dweller.
Yeah,
And it doesn't have any eyes because it's been living in darkness for so long it doesn't need them.
yeah.
There's a bunch of
And
animals like that.
It actually moves. Just saying his river song. It actually moves decently. Like it's pretty fast, but also when it's not running or like moving fast, it's pretty slow. So it's not really a jump scare.
Oh wow, there's a whole
Oh my
bunch of
God.
things that don't have eyes.
What do you mean?
Star-nosed moles. Do they not
No,
have
but-
eyes?
It's so cool. So basically, with the warden also. So if you're crouching and like if you're sneaking,
Hmm.
it can't hear you.
Okay.
But like if you walking, it hears it. If
Right.
you're and a really cool thing they showed in the preview is like throwing snowballs can distract it.
Hmm. So you
It's
could
Shooting
throw.
it's
arrows
just
too.
the
Anything that moves
no,
or any
not arrow.
sound. Yeah,
What?
no, they said arrows. They said arrows.
So you
Oh,
fire
okay.
an arrow into the back of the cave, and it goes, huh? What's that? And goes and looks for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. You know, there's a blind spider.
Oh,
That's
cool.
kind of creepy.
Didn't you know they found a
another
spider that can fly
They found a
and
what?
has wings? They found a spider in Australia that has wings and can fly.
What? Seriously?
Yeah.
A winged spider.
Yeah. Are we
That
streaming right now?
we are indeed. Is it really a winged spider? It's an alleged discovery. Oh, it's a hoax. It's a hoax. They're only decorative markings. They're not actually wings. Is that right? I didn't think so.
No, I think they have wings. They said they had wings.
Flying spiders found, and they can steer in midair. That's National Geographic. It says, is that legit? The jungle arachnids can deftly soar from tree to tree, surprising ability, a new study says. But that's not with wings, though.
Why does this need to exist?
It's a flying spider, but it looks like it's free falling rather than interesting. Can anyone verify or not that? A spider that can fly. I don't know.
No.
I want to verify this. This could be very cool. Wonder if Snopes would have this.
So also another cool thing about the Warden, or
Yes.
not so cool, is it's really powerful.
Yeah, no, the guy wore full netherite and it did like 7 hearts.
And what do you get from it? Like if you kill it, what happens?
I don't
nothing.
actually know yet.
Well, they haven't released drops yet.
They haven't released what happens. So the drops are what happens. That's what they call what falls out of them when they do it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're saying that the photo of the killer flying spider is false.
Oh,
They're saying if it's the one that you were talking about, they're saying
I
it's
got debated.
a volat araneus. No, this is good. How are you supposed to know? This is the thing. Like I fall for this stuff all the time. You know what? When COVID started, I was sending out links because there's this amazing company I thought was so cool. They were doing this. They were 3D printing masks, or they were selling their filament, which had bronze embedded in, or no, copper embedded in it. So it had little bits of copper sort of suspended in the plastic, and they were claiming that if you make this mask out of this copper infused filament, that it would be antibacterial and stuff. And of course, totally fake, right? Now they can glide, which to me is even more terrifying. The idea of being in a forest and having a spider gliding down and landing on me is freaking terrifying. Bob S381 from Wales. Oh my God, Bob! We were supposed to be in Wales. We go to Wales every single summer, except this summer because of COVID. But yes, I shall get in touch with Joe and find out what his tech issues are. Yes, copper is antibacterial. That's why I thought it was valid. It turns out, of course, it's not, because this is just plastic that's being doped with copper. It's not pure copper by any means. Anyways, all right, have a good one, Bobs. Thanks much. All right, let's go back to this Minecraft thing. So the Warden, we don't know what the drops are for it. That's the tool, and drops.
It probably is not going to have drops.
Are there any new things that are available?
Well, they might release it. It depends if they do.
What is that around its neck?
Around its neck? What do you mean?
Well, it looks like there's things around its neck. Am I wrong? Let's have a look.
Let me look at a picture.
There you go. I put a picture up right here. What is that? Is that they look like heads or something? It's like yeah. What is that? There's.
What are you talking about?
Well, if you look at the Warden, there's like 3 little blue things on its chest. It looks like little heads coming out of its chest.
Oh yeah, it sort of does.
Isn't that weird?
I think that it like glows when it. I think it might glow.
Ooh. Okay, so is that the only new mob that they've added, or was it
Axolotl.
Well, but the axolotl is a mob anything that's supposed to be speaking?
Of course.
Yeah, good point, Bronze Scale. COVID isn't a bacteria; it's a virus.
Oh yeah, and they're probably souls, just like soul sand.
Okay. All right. Do you think there's souls? Ooh, souls of stuff it is
Like
eaten.
just like soul sand.
It's getting pretty creepy for Minecraft. Man, it's good for Halloween. They should have released it at
Have you
Halloween.
have you seen soul sand before? Like you've probably seen it, but
I
look at
have.
it. It has soul faces in it. It has faces in it.
It has faces in this. Wait a sec. I didn't know that.
Yeah, just look up soul sand, and it has like the same sort of faces.
Oh my god, it does. I didn't realize
Yeah.
those were faces, though. I just thought that was.
I know.
That is kind of creepy. Is it really faces?
Yeah. Yeah.
That, yeah, that's pretty creepy. I'll give you that. Let me see if I can bring that up for people to look at.
I do. Okay, here.
So there's kind of faces in there. Yeah, I guess that sort of makes sense. That's kind of neat.
Okay, I just want to say that watch Film Theory.
Oh, I love film theory.
He's done a bunch of stuff on like Minecraft and games and stuff.
Oh, on game theory.
Minecraft. Game Theory, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not my opinion. It's just a game theory. I like the way he does that thing at the end of it. I didn't say it right, but he does like this game theory at the end of it. He's the guy who got ripped off for like $1.4 million or something. Did you see that video?
I haven't seen the video.
Yeah, he did a video about how he got ripped off by his managers or something. I was like, or someone didn't pay his whatever they're supposed to pay him. I don't know whatever. So he got ripped off big time. Okay.
But yeah, and then they're also adding goats.
Oh, goats.
And mountain goats.
I do like
They're
goats.
mountain goats, but all goats until they butt you off the 10-toe.
Oh, will they do that?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool though, because that adds like an added feature to the whole.
And they jump really high, and also there's new mountain generation, so they're higher, and also there's tree lines on mountains, and also there's powdered snow that you can fall through.
Oh, so you could actually. Oh, so I like that. I like when they add things that are like sort of realistic, because that is stuff that can actually happen, right?
Yeah, and then how about the new caves in Minecraft? Better cave generation, the deep dark cave biome, which we don't know much about yet.
Right.
And then
and that's different from the usual cave one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you think maybe the warden comes from that?
Yeah. Okay. And then the dripstone caves and the lush caves.
Right. Ooh, so you can have like little biomes happening in the caves, which makes sense too.
So, do you know what a dripstone cave is? Have you seen that?
I've not seen any of these.
Okay, dripstone cave adds stalagmites and stalactites.
Ah, do you remember which one's which?
Stalactites, or stalagmites, have a G in it, so they're on the ground, and then stalactites hold tight to the ceiling.
Ha! All right. So stalagmites go up, and stalactites go down.
Yeah.
All right, got it. Okay, I never ever remember that right. I get it wrong.
Stalactites are on the ceiling. Stalagmites are on the floor.
How do I remember that? Stalagmite.
Stalagmite. Stalagmite. With a G for ground.
Hmm. But there's
stalactite.
There's still a G in the. Yeah, there's a good. Is there a way to do that? Someone taught me a way of. I think it was Jane taught me a way of remembering this. Remembering.
Oh, Iron Ham.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Hello.
How is the not birthday boy anymore?
How was your birthday? Happy birthday.
You're home late, buddy.
Home late. It's 5.
Oh, is that you normally home at 5?
Well, I've been here for a little while. I just
really? But you didn't rush down to say hi to me?
I have not. No. I did see where you were live, so I was watching a little bit.
Oh, I see. So stalactites, C for ceiling, G for ground. That's how to remember it. So the C in stalactites means ceiling, and stalagmites rise from the ground. There you go. I knew it was something like that. You were right about the G. I thought there was a G in both. Okay. Got it. Happy post-birthday, Baz. It's true.
Thank you.
Does that mean you're now in your 14th year?
In my 14th year.
We were just talking about the Minecraft update.
Nice.
Was there anything in
What do you think of
particular?
the warden?
Pardon?
The creepy
What do you think
warden?
of the warden?
Well, the glow squid won the contest. I like that.
The warden is like a new mob that's kind of a creepy one that doesn't have any eyes. We're talking about that one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know about it. I was new to me too.
It seems like you keep cutting out, so I'm a little
I keep cutting out.
I don't know about if it's any for anyone else, but
Interesting.
you do keep cutting out a little bit for
That's shockingly terrible. Dalekmites, indeed, exterminate. Oh God, there's a really creepy. Someone did like a real version of Soul Sand, like a rendering of Soul Sand. It's
Okay, I gotta look at that.
It's pretty creepy. I'm gonna see. I can show you if you want. It's pretty creepy.
For Grounded. I gotta check that out.
What's that?
Sorry, there's a Halloween.
Look, I don't know who this is, but I'll show you. Look at, isn't that creepy? Really creepy. Eesh. So, like it's with all the faces squishing around in that. Man, that's gonna make a really good horror movie one day, I think. All right, so other thing, there was a few things that jumped out for me in there. I just thought there's a whole thing here. Well, what about the Super Smash Brothers? What about that?
Oh, I haven't seen too much about that, but my friend definitely.
My
told
gosh,
me.
Minecraft Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, they're adding Minecraft characters to Super Smash Brothers, and they have like building powers and things.
Yeah.
I think you can like drop dynamite or something.
When he gets put to sleep, it's so funny.
What is that?
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna watch this.
So he's able to be put to sleep by and he just jumps into a Minecraft bed, and it's hilarious.
Oh, that's cute. So he's got like some interesting sort of like Minecraft related features in the Smash Brothers game.
Yes. Do you know how to? Sorry, nothing.
Do I know what? Do I know what?
How to Nothing. Sorry.
What are you trying to do?
There's this code that I have, and for Steam, which is like this game code or something.
Right.
And I don't know how to put in the game code.
Oh, you don't. Into which game?
No, it's like a code for a game.
Right. I mean, to get a game.
Yeah.
And what are you getting the game from? What service?
It's not like it's like a code.
Yeah.
From Steam. I'm pretty sure it's a Steam code.
Okay. Because Cal's asking the same thing. What? Where? Who? Ruby K saying putting it in Steam? Where did you get the code from?
A friend.
A friend has a code. And what is the game?
I have no idea.
Really? It's just a code.
Someone bought me a birthday present, and it's like a code for Steam.
Shut the front door, seriously?
Which they shouldn't have.
But that's still really cool of them.
But thank you very much.
Offset says you can use a potato as a weapon in Baldur's Gate 3.
Menus, activate a product.
Yeah.
So go to Steam and menu.
Cal's saying Baz swap channels because you probably don't want to announce what your code is. I'm guessing. If it's in Steam, go to the bottom left and then go to add game and then put it in there. That's what Spinner Breaker says. Go to Steam, in the menus, activate a product on Steam. There you go. So there's two different options there. I always love it when we get a little bit of tech support in here, Noodles. It's always good. Makes you feel like we're really doing our part. Right? I think Ironham's gone, and I think Noodles, you're muted, right? Just so Noodles, in case Noodles is talking. One of the things that came up that I thought was really cool.
No, I know. I'm just watching the trailer for Super Smash Bros.
Oh, very good. One of the things that came up that I thought was really cool was this Minecraft. They call it. It's like a map, basically. So it's a new map that they've got called the Good Trouble: Social Justice Movements Around the World. And the idea is it's a map that's based on the teachings of U.S. Congressman John Lewis, who recently died, but was a big, obviously a huge part of Black rights in America, and I just think it's kind of fun that they're sort of embracing that. They're making that a part of the map, and they'll not. This won't just be his stuff. It'll be, the idea is like, how do you get social justice into how do we represent that in Minecraft, which I thought was kind of cool. So, Nothing 527. Thank you very much. I wonder if that's based on Nothing the movie. Oh, Nascala wanted to drop in and say hi, hello. Yeah, just so everyone knows, I'm not ignoring the chat, but I am ignoring the chat because this is basically our Tech Bandits, Game Bandits time. So I tend to be focused more on the kids and what we're talking about. So if you do want to get into like sort of more specific chats back and forth, then I would suggest you come by on Tuesdays because that's when I do that. Um, uh, Pac Mom Pac Mom is having the problems that her kid is very excited about new CPUs arriving. So he's just basically taken over the kitchen table and pushed all of her organized or all of her research out of the way. Okay, so that's okay. We talk amongst ourselves. Good, Amazon 42. Thank you. So anyways, I just thought that was kind of neat that Minecraft and I guess Microsoft are trying to get as much educational stuff into the thing as well. I mean, the other one that came up that I thought was really really neat was block by block. Have you heard about this? What did you make of this, Noodles? Did you see that? Block by block is
Right,
basically
yeah, I'm back.
so.
Okay.
Well, there's the two things. There's the map. There's the John. Did I get that right? John Lewis. Yeah. There's the John Lewis map, which is all about social justice. And then
Okay.
there's this block by block, which is a collaboration with the UN, United Nations Habitat, that is all about allowing people to reimagine and redesign parts of their neighborhood, right? So if they're living in if they've got a
Oh,
crappy park that's maybe not being used for the right things or just not being used, or that they can use Minecraft as a way of collaboratively redesigning it and basically deciding how it's going to get rebirthed. How do you recreate this stuff? Um,
I just want to say that's one of the reasons I love Minecraft. Just this idea that I don't know, just collaborating like in Minecraft. It's just amazing. You can do anything.
this is this
Honestly.
block by block thing. I've got the page up now. Building stronger communities block by block. It's kind of cute. So the Block by Block Foundation empowers communities to turn neglected urban spaces into vibrant places that improve quality of life for all. Our unique methodology centers on Minecraft as a powerful tool for visualization and collaboration, actively engaging neighborhood residents who don't typically have a voice in public projects, or probably who don't give a crap about it until it's on Minecraft. But I just think that's really neat. Um, so this is okay. The UN Habitat says one of the most amazing things about Block by Block is the methodology, using one of the world's most popular video games, Minecraft, for community participation in urban design processes. It's not a gimmick; it really works. Using a simple 3D tool like Minecraft is a great way of helping hard-to-reach groups such as youth and disadvantaged people in poor urban settings make their voice heard. That is very, very cool. Um,
Yeah.
and I wondered if that was something that we might want to look at. Are there any? I'm trying to think of there's got to be a lot of when you think about it, there's going to be a lot of places that have gone out of business, right? There's going to be a lot of empty buildings and stuff. I wonder if maybe this is something that could be used for that. Or
Yeah, maybe.
you know what we should totally do?
Yeah.
I'll measure out my garage. I'll measure out the garage, how high it is, and all that kind of stuff, and then you
That
can
won't work.
build it in Minecraft, and we can collaboratively design how it's gonna be set up. What about that?
David,
Yes.
it'd be easier to just build it how it looks, and then because I've tried building like Minecraft block by Minecraft block, and it doesn't work very well.
What if so? You do like one block per foot, or what would you use?
I would do one block. Oh, we could do one block per foot, but
Or one block a
usually
meter?
it's one block per meter.
How would you even do that though? Because then how would you get? Actually, that's interesting. How would you measure it out? I wonder if there's a way of doing that. Because surely, if you're trying to build something, you can't be forced to use. That is interesting. I wonder if there's anything in that. I
Maybe
wonder
we
if
could
block
do
by block deals with that.
we could do 1 foot by 1 foot. We could do how many feet that might be easier.
Hmm. But you won't be able to do you can't do half a block, right?
No,
So then how
but
would
it's
you?
easier. It's easier to do 2 feet than half a block.
Maybe you could take the full. So I could measure a wall, and let's say it's 10 feet. So I go, okay, it's 10 feet, so that's 10 blocks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then
Instead
just.
of the actual 10,
But what if it's
like
10.5 feet? Then we
well,
just
then we'll
divide it
make
by
it
10 again.
I guess we could just
and
make
say that
it.
each block is 1 point whatever. Oh, slabs are half a block. There you go, Spinner Breaker. So you could do halves. Could you do quarters as well? Is there anything that's a quarter of a block?
Slabs are half a block, but we don't have vertical slabs.
Well, you know what we should definitely check out? We should definitely check out block by block and see how they do it, because there's got to be, they must be doing something. They must be doing something right. They've got to have, I mean, that must have come up for them. It's the first thing that came up for us. So I'm curious to know how they probably have like as part of their methodology, they probably have a way of saying like, okay, look, because you also want it to be uniform too, right? You want to be able to you want people to, Jaspin's got to go. I haven't taken my meds or eaten yet, and I'm feeling it. Okay, you go, Jaspin. Oh, drying racks are quarter of a block. So I guess you could fudge it if you needed to, I guess is the point.
Drying racks? What?
Apparently drying racks are a quarter of a block.
What do you mean? Drying racks? Minecraft?
In Minecraft, apparently there's a drying rack. And a drying rack is a quarter of a block. Apparently. There's so much stuff in Minecraft now. I like, you know, not only am I missing out on this whole mobs I don't even know about at this point. All right, is there anything else in Minecraft we want to talk about in that update?
1 second. It
was definitely, I gotta say, I flicked through the show. I kind of like to see the whole thing now, because I feel like there could be more insights in this.
It's a mod.
I wonder if block by block is doing anything in Toronto. Minecraft. I'm gonna look it up. Minecraft block by block. You know, we were gonna get that smart city, that Google Smart City here, but we apparently turned it down. Block by block, Toronto.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Well, do not let us stop you. Ward Museum. Interesting. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Minecraft version of University of Ottawa's Photo Hall. Oh, interesting. Local gamer maps in Toronto Minecraft. I didn't know this. Did you know this? There are local Toronto maps. I did not know that. Let me go find them. That's pretty cool. There's a bunch of them. Oh, that's really neat. Okay, so there's a whole link here about local Toronto maps that are in. That could be kind of cool to play with. I'm going to post that in the chat here as well, so you can see what's going on. Yeah, so they've got. I can even bring up this page, can't I? No, thank you. No, thank you. All right, so I've got this. So yes, it's just a bunch of mapping. So that's like one of the big hotels downtown. I can't remember, is it Royal York or something? I think that's the Royal York. That's so kind of cool, though. I got to say, the idea of like recreating parts of your Toronto releases COVID-19 data revealing where the virus could be headed. How long ago was that? That was it's today. Okay. This didn't come out today, did it? That would be such a great coincidence. No, way back, January, of course. Interesting. Okay, so that's just kind of neat. So you've got. I started playing Crazy Craft. Oh my God, we loved Crazy Craft, didn't we?
Yeah, no, I've been having this problem where I can't download Forge, and I've been trying to download RLCraft, and I've been so frustrated.
Forge can be kind of kludgy. It's true. You have to have
How do I download mods then?
You need to make sure that you're running the right version of.
I am.
So you've got the right 1 point. It's usually like 1 back or 2 back from what it normally is.
Couldn't you? Or you could just
What do you got,
download the Twitch app, and then you have mods there.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then you have
No, it doesn't let me download it on Twitch.
It won't let you actually do the download, or it's not giving the option to. Yeah, because recently we used one from Twitch, and that was pretty great. Spinner Breaker's lost track. That could be, yeah, it's a mod thing. We're talking about mods right now. So Crazy Craft is a mod for Minecraft that Baz and I played a fair bit. But I remember when we first started Baz, we had trouble getting it on at first, right? Like trying to find a good version of it was difficult.
What do you mean?
Well, I remember installing it a few. Actually, what are you talking about? You never installed them. I always installed them.
Mods? Yeah, I never did it.
So, Yeah, I definitely found some tricky stuff with Crazy Craft. Has anyone got any suggestions for Commander Cosmo about that?
Like,
The Twitch apps where I get
it says that I have to that we're missing a few pieces, and then it doesn't let me download the pieces.
you're missing a few pieces. All right, so that would be I would look up that error.
Well, I did, but there's there's nothing that helped.
if you want to play RL Craft, then you can just use the.
Oh, here you go. Minecraft mod pack installation error. Cancel the mod pack. It says looks like we're missing a few pieces. File settings. There should be a list of items starting with general. Under Minecraft, the second setting should be install location. Twitch, for reasons I will never know, does not support file paths where a folder contains the character underscore. Does your folder contain an underscore?
What does that mean?
That's like a little line. The little line that
No, but like, what do you mean? Does my folder contain that?
the name. Is it named something funny like with an underscore on it?
No, RLCraft? No.
Okay.
Hi.
Can be in any folder. Just none of the folders can have an. Okay. All right. Yes. Nope. So that's the only thing I can see there on that. Interesting. Has anyone else had this problem before?
What?
Let's see if anyone in our channels had it before.
I think I might head out for a little bit, just because I do have to.
You got some homework today, don't you?
I have quite a lot of homework.
Do you have
and I
more than
4
2
tests.
hours of homework?
Wow, Baz, you're actually responsible.
I have a math test tomorrow, an English spelling test tomorrow, a French spelling test on Friday, and a big English test on Friday. I also have art, well, not art due. I also have math due and a lot of stuff due. So I'm probably going to have to head out.
So you'll just like listen in the background?
No, sorry, I don't have any math due.
This is
usually
why I
work
go
better
to
with
public
music,
school.
which is why I was going to say I might head out.
You need to listen to music?
Wait, how about idea? I'll stay. I'll just turn down everyone's volume so I'm able to hear stuff.
You don't have to. That's fine. Whatever you think.
Oh, it's fine.
No,
Hello, Digraphon. Java version could be mismatched.
Okay.
That's possible.
Thank you guys.
Thanks,
What's
buddy.
happening?
So it could be a Java thing. It could be. I mean, someone's saying just uninstall Minecraft and then reinstall it again and try it that way.
Well,
Yeah.
Minecraft? I don't think it's like. Do you think it's really Minecraft?
What's happened? Hello?
We're discussing the Commander's having trouble getting the mods that he wants loaded on Minecraft. So we're just getting a sense of if anyone
Do you
in
have
the
any
chat.
worlds worlds you really love on your Minecraft thing?
Yeah.
You do. Okay, then so we don't want to ruin that then. Okay, so Crazy Craft, but you keep getting missing a few pieces is the thing, right?
Sign in and out of your Microsoft account. Try that.
Look, do not understand for missing
That's not gonna
pieces.
work.
And
I don't
that
know,
is you're getting missing a few pieces, and it's the Bedrock version or the Java? No, it's the Java version. And it is you're looking for Crazy Craft, right?
Here, I'll show you guys. Hold on.
All right. So if I go to here,
Discord.
close, later. How do I do this? Member list? Nope, I don't want the member list. I want to see what's going on here. Commander Cosmo is here. All right.
Yeah, another thing, some mods only work with specific versions.
Yes, in fact, mods only work with specific versions.
Here. I'm live right now.
All right, watching the stream.
Okay, I'm
the
coming.
stream. All right.
So if I go to games,
Yep.
mods.
Yep. Go to Minecraft.
Minecraft says it's not installed. Looks like we're missing a few pieces. Press install. And then it just says it's installing, but it doesn't.
Minecraft. Sorry. Go back to the installed location again.
Hello? Can you hear me?
It's a B Twitch Minecraft. So that
Hello?
looks. Wait a sec. What did it about? Is
Hello?
that? Does
Can
that?
you hear me?
Hang on, Noodles for a second.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, user did. So
So
wait a
just
sec.
what-
Is there? It looks like there is an underscore in that.
So how do I get the install location?
Yeah, you've got an Eli and then underscore, right? So change
How
your
do I
install
do that?
location to a different one. I'd create a new folder.
How do I find one?
If you click the dot 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 after the install location,
Where? Oh,
click
dot
on
dot dot.
that.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but where? Where do I go after that?
Then you're going to type in a new folder, right? Or am I not seeing that? Oh, I see. I'm not seeing that. I guess it's not sharing that, so I can't see what you've got.
Oh wait, no, I can make it so you see my full screen. Hold on. And then stop. Share my screen.
I'm gonna close the stream. I'm gonna open the stream. No, I don't have it. I've got nothing.
Can I just have screen here? And then I'll go Twitch here.
All right. So now okay, so I see. So if you want to, you could just create another folder if you want.
How do I create a new folder?
Go to, oh, wait a sec, but it's under Eli again, though. Yeah, your username is the problem. Shoot.
How do I switch
Do you have another hard drive? Do you have a second hard drive?
What does that mean?
Like, is there do you have another letter of hard drives? Like, if there's a C, is there a D?
No. What does that mean?
So basically, you have the different places you're storing stuff. You've got one of them is called C, and that's where looks like all of your data is right now. There's sometimes another one as well. Let me have a look and see what I'm looking as you look. If you scroll down, scroll all the way down. Music documents. I can't really see. There you go. C, and what's that D? There you go. 2 terabyte storage. Okay. Why don't you? And then what do you got in there? Huh. Okay. Okay, so go back up to users again. I wonder if you can store it there. Okay, try creating a new folder there. Is there a way to do that? There you go, new folder, top left.
Where? Oh.
All right, and then just type in like Eli Minecraft. Sorry, I won't share this with everybody because I don't know. Well, actually, it would be fun to share this, wouldn't it?
Select.
It might be. There you go. No profile currently installed. I see. So you want to get started by the tab above.
What?
No profiles created, so create a custom profile, I guess. Is that right? Okay, so you're going to create a custom profile.
Get started by selecting tab above. I don't see a tab.
Create custom profile. Click that.
Where?
It should be on that same page. There you go, on the right there. That's
create
it.
custom
Try
profile.
That. There you go. Now you enter all your info. Do you remember what version the Crazycraft wanted?
Yeah, RLCraft is
Great. So you're creating a profile name for that.
It's the hardest mod pack.
Is that got it?
Yes. Wait. Java must be installed.
Okay.
I have Java.
Okay. Interesting. So you may need to update Java.
Are you
perhaps.
downloading the mod with Java, or are you downloading it towards Minecraft?
What?
Are you downloading the mod into Java, or are you downloading it into Forge?
Into Java.
Okay.
How does?
Then
So,
I
what do you
Java
mean by that?
Forge.
What do you mean by that, Baz? Like he's in Twitch and he's.
Here it says Java must be installed to launch.
All right.
Okay, I need to turn off.
So Java, I can't see this. I can't see the chat anymore, so I can see what's going on.
How do I install Java?
'Tis a good question. Well, you're saying it's already installed, though, right?
Yeah, no, but I don't think I have Java itself. Hold on.
So that's not installed then. Well, I'm trying to think what. Oh, wait a second. Do you have the Bedrock version or the Java version?
Java.
You sure it's the Java one?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Because then Java should be installed.
No, but look. No, this is what it means by Java. And I can't download it. It won't let me download it. I go to a website and it's blank.
I can't see it. I can't see your screen.
Like I said, RLCraft is on the Twitch app. If you want to download
Yeah, no, but it says I need Java for it.
Really?
Yes.
And yet you've got Java on your system for the other.
No,
module.
it means Java itself.
No, I know,
Like,
but
do you not have
but
Java
Java.
itself?
but Mike, if
No,
you've got
it's called the thing Java.
but Java is what's running your Minecraft now. If you've got Java Minecraft, it's running. That's what runs Minecraft, right? Unless you've got the Bedrock version, and then then Windows is running it basically instead.
Oh.
So it's possible you've got the Bedrock version, and you need the Java version
I
potentially.
don't have the. What does that say?
What does what say? I'm looking. Hang on.
Do you
Where's
see
it?
that?
I don't see it. Where's it? Let me see. I'm going looking. No, I don't see anything from you. It's the blank screen again.
Oh my god.
He's ended his stream. He's starting it again. Here it goes. I'll tell you, this is always. It's definitely confusing. I find the Minecraft stuff. The Minecraft Java connection is always interesting.
Look.
All right, let's have a look.
What does that say?
That says the Java edition. Right?
Exactly.
1.8. Wait a second. No, go back.
No, but I have 1.12. See?
Right?
Oh wait, no, I need to change it to 1.12.2 there.
So might be, again, making sure that you've got the right. Okay, so you've definitely got the Java edition. That's great. And
Java
then,
must be installed. I have.
let's have a look.
I think it means Java like.
Java
Hold on.
must be... All right, let's have a look here. That's what it says here.
Let me.
I'm having a look. I'd be having a look right now. Oh, Java
share
8.
screen.
So you just need the latest Java, probably.
Here.
Open the Twitch settings, click Minecraft, select the jar launcher, save changes,
I
restart the
did
pack.
that. I did that.
Did you?
I think
I'll double check.
Minecraft jar launcher.
Save changes.
Oh wait, no, I need to change this to.
And then restart the pack. All right.
Well, I need to change this right to the Minecraft.
Let me have a look.
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, see, Java not found on the system. It means Java the real thing right here.
Right.
Java. Yeah, and then it's just a blank screen.
When you try to install Java.
No.
How
I
about
go to the
verify?
website and just,
Do the verified Java version. See what it says.
what does that mean?
It'll tell you what version you've got. The site will let us show the description for
Where?
you. It says verified Java version on that webpage.
I have Java.
Just try verifying it so we know what
That-
version.
what does
you've
that
got.
say?
Yes, it says verified Java version. So we want to see what version of Java you've got. Right? And that should tell us what version. That'll actually tell you what. No, there's a link just below the Bing search.
Where?
So if you get rid of there you go. See that? So Java Oracle, download Oracle. To the right, it says Java verified Java version.
I don't see it.
VERIFY.
Oh.
Right there. That's it.
What's this?
It's being blocked. That's the problem.
Why is it blocked?
So it looks like you may have parental things on it. Let's have a look. Yeah, privacy badger. You know what it looks like you've got. Yeah,
No,
you've
but
got
there's.
something's blocked it. You're gonna have to talk to your dad. Yeah, you'll have to talk to your dad about this because I think it looks like you've got a some kind of a system that's blocking.
How is it
stuff.
blocking it?
I don't know. That's why I would check with dad.
Can I change it?
I'm sure you can, but I think
What does that mean?
So it means that it's not letting you do it. You don't have like the rights to run that, which is odd. So you probably want to, just check with dad and make sure that Java is enabled as allowed on your browser.
No, it should be allowed.
Well, there's something going on with the parental settings. I think looks like you've got a couple of things on there that might be holding it up. Does anyone else have any experience working with? Need your dad to unlock things. Yeah, that's what Spinnerbreaker's saying. Yeah, only admins can change that. Yeah, so you need to grab your dad when he's in a good mood, and sit him down and say, "Dude, We have to get Java working on this system. All right?
So what do I do?
So, like, talk to Dad.
So manage my Microsoft account.
I'm going to leave you to this, okay? Because I think
Okay.
making those changes you should definitely talk to your dad about. Because if he's put them in place, he's put them in place for a reason, right? So he's probably going to want to know what's changing. At least I would want to know what's changing myself.
What would allow me to update my security info? No, your privacy.
Ruby K, Cal, and David don't love me enough to let me into the GameBandits. What do you mean, Ruby K?
What?
Sounds like it needs to be updated. I have a feeling that the problem is that there's definitely some kind of there's some kind of parental controls on there, and they need to be they just need to be configured to work with to allow you to do Java as well. Do you know what programs your dad's put on there?
I don't know, but
I would check with him because otherwise you're just banging your head against a wall because you don't know what's in there. Like it might not even be that is the reality. It might not even be that might not be the problem, but at least you could take that out of the possible as part of the possible problems because we've done everything it says and you're getting those errors and you're also having pop-ups about what you're allowed to and not allowed to access.
Alright, I'm triggered.
No, don't be triggered. Just talk to Dad. He'll figure it out. And again, the more you go to your dad and say, "Hey, I need to do this and I need to do that," the more he realizes that you're asking these things responsibly, and then eventually he gets bored and gives up on them.
I'll be right back.
All right, good luck. All right. So I'm going to close that stream just so I've got that. I'm going to just mute that for a moment. All right, Noodles. You still with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, we must have this now. It's definitely the way. Caffeine is bad, McKay. Really? You think it's bad? Luckily, I haven't had too much. Luckily, I'm kind of slow today, so I'm not.
Okay, sorry guys, I can't focus very well. I'm gonna leave.
You go, buddy. You go. Go get that homework done.
Fly. Do whatever.
Enjoy. We're gonna. Oh wait, Noodle. Ironham. Ah, shoot. I was gonna ask him about the. That was one thing I wanted to ask him about. Bored dad into helping.
I just want to say I do have to leave at exactly 6 because my sister has a ukulele lesson.
Very good. An online ukulele.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss your online ukuleles for sure. Caffeine is the blood of life. It's so true. Very good, 3D printing Viking. Very good indeed. We're just doing some GameBandit stuff here. I really wanted to talk to Bratlet about this stuff because there's like a console hacker who's been arrested who's Canadian, like a Canadian guy who builds stuff that allows you to basically install your own operating system and your own games on the Switch, which Nintendo doesn't want us doing. But he's just been arrested because they're saying that he's like a giant pirate and that he needs to go to jail. But I think what I found most remarkable about it was his name's Bowser. Like his name's literally Bowser.
That's crazy.
And he's been arrested. And then there's a great YouTube by, who is the fellow who's done it? No Little Pixel or something like that? My Little Pixel or something like that? What is it? Let's see what it's called. It's called Mad Little Pixel. Has a great piece about the whole thing. He basically reads through the entire released arrest warrant, basically, right? So it actually says what what they're charging him with and all this kind of stuff. It's just kind of interesting. So Bowser arrested for crimes against Nintendo. I call sabotage, says Bertley. Isn't that wild? So Cal, yes, feed my ego minions. I'll soon outfloat David. Yeah, it's true. It's true, Cal.
Cal, I think
if you're hacking the system to play ROMs, then that's illegal as FK. Hello, Paperclips. Interesting. Bricking. What? Not Cloud. Oh, I like that. Cal Out. Oh, I love Cal Out. That's a T-shirt right there, Cal. Not Cloud. Um, yeah. So, but what I was curious to know was, I. Oh yeah, evolution. You'd know about this. Hacking your own system is a gray area. Giving out or selling the tools to hack a system is majorly illegal. So, I feel like if I want to modify something that I bought,
Oh,
technology that I bought, I feel like I should be allowed to do it. What do you think, Noodles?
me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, like let's say so when you buy a computer, you should be allowed to put whatever operating system you want onto it or change anything you
Yeah.
want, right? Isn't that I mean, I just or like a like I don't it just feels weird to me like it's like you own the as long as you're not like pirating software, which I guess is the problem.
Yeah.
Steve's is saying that I need to put more Java in my cup and less in the computer, probably. Modify it to allow you to play cracked games, though. That's it. But it also allows you to make games yourself for it, right? Having Linux on anything more advanced than a printer, just a matter of time, shouldn't be illegal. Yeah, I mean that's they're talking about actually getting Linux, which is a Unix type thing. They're talking about actually integrating that into Microsoft Windows now as well.
Hmm.
Um, all right, as long as you don't make a profit from selling it. So Evolution 219. So you do mods and stuff for capturing video. Is
Hold
that a
on.
gray area that you can that you're
My
okay?
computer just disconnected. I
It-
mean,
Oh,
my keyboard just disconnected.
Huh?
don't we love it when that happens?
That's weird. What do you mean? It like physically disconnected, or like you physically pulled it out, or is it just disconnected from the system? Is it a wait a second, is it Bluetooth?
Oh, I know, I got it.
Is it wireless?
No, it's wired.
What did your dad say?
He's just doesn't want to do it now.
I see. So he'll get to it later. All right. Well, that's fine. That's you know.
I
And
hope.
if you politely keep asking him to change things on it, I guarantee you, eventually he'll go. You know what? I'm just gonna uninstall this stupid thing, and then he'll stop. I guarantee you.
Wait. Offset what? Offset said, "Why is everyone looking to the Argentinian me that didn't pay for a license his entire life?"
Oh, really? I see my. It's funny. I usually buy software because I realize just how much work goes into this stuff. But but again, I also feel like if you can get a free copy of software and then you start earning a living with the you know with the tools you've got, like a lot of these things come down to me about if you can get an educational version or you can get a free version that can teach you how to use the software, then when you start getting paid for it, that's when you start paying for the software. That makes sense to me. It's just you don't want people making money off the piracy of it.
Yeah.
That's my thing. Yeah, pay when you can, but I mean, unfortunately, that's not the way most of them work. And the subscriptions, after a while, the subscriptions become pretty crazy. Like I've got a subscription for Adobe. I'd love to get versions for all the kids to use. Like I'd love to like up my number of licenses so I could get so all the kids could just try it out because I thought they might want to do some editing, they might want to do some Photoshop, they might want to do some design stuff or visual effects or any of that kind of stuff. The problem is Adobe charges a freaking arm and a leg for that. Like every month, it's an extra like I think it's like $20-30 a month per person. So
What?
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Netflix isn't even that much.
Well, like what would happen is in order to get a version of Adobe that allows me to add other people to my account, my monthly fee goes up. So I've got a fairly cheap subscription. I mean, it's still like $30 or something. And then in order for me to have a version that allows me to add other people to my account, it costs me more on a monthly basis. So I'm like, yeesh. Well, that's it. That's why I love the idea of like 3D rendering with Blender or doing any of the free stuff that's available. But the free stuff isn't always standard. The thing about like Adobe is kind of the standard that you need if you are doing a lot of editing is done in Premiere now. And certainly a lot of the visual effects, like After Effects, is kind of the standard for sort of 2D, 3D, or 2.5D stuff. Yeah, $56 $56 a month for our Adobe.
robbing.
Hey, that's the
not-
monkey's parrot. Is that? Wait a sec. Is that Jane? Jane, are you the monkey's parrot? Shut the front door. Hey, Jane's on here. Jane's the monkey's parrot. I didn't know Jane was a tech bandit. A game bandit. There are very good alternatives to Adobe software. I use all the Adobe package, but for photo manipulation, I use Affinity Photo. Yeah, you know what? Here's my thing. I really enjoy After Effects. That's my thing. I love After Effects. So to me, it's worth it for me. But yeah, so Evolution 219 says, what I do is video capture, video recording, but better quality. Technically, it's an external device. It doesn't allow privacy, doesn't allow piracy, and the controller mods are for accessibility for disabled people, etc. And Nintendo doesn't dare go after that. Evolution. I did not even think of it as assistive tech. That's brilliant. You should market it as assistive tech. I don't know if you do or not, but that's, I love assistive tech. I think that's absolutely brilliant stuff. So Evolution 219, we're going to have to talk at some point because it could be kind of fun to talk to you about what you do. That sounds interesting. Watcher652 says, can't I write off the cost as a job expense? Well, look, here's the thing: the idea is that with enough money coming in for Tech Bandits, that would just be part of the cost. Yes, and we would have to write that off. The problem is, Jane says, you've got to be earning money to write things off. Sorry, so how much do we end up spending on it right now? So for two computers to use Adobe, it's $56 a month. If I want to add the ability to add other users as they need to be added, I think it goes up to 60 something a month. So it'd be an additional $10 a month for me to do that. And that just seems kind of crazy to me. But again, depending on who, thank you, SD Jalana. But depending on who wants to use it, I mean, do you have any, Noodles, do you have any interest in editing or visual effects or photo manipulation?
I've done a bit of it before, like with iMovie, but not much. Sure.
iMovie is pretty great, I gotta say. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the Nick, I don't think you can buy the software outright anymore from Adobe. It's all subscription.
Adobe scams people.
Adobe. Look, I love Adobe, and you pay for it. I understand that. I mean, I used to buy the older versions. That's frustrating when you've spent money on buying the software. Do all of your YouTube videos, and I mean, that's the thing is we could all use iMovie, but here's the problem: Apples are expensive, and so you want something that will run on PC. And you also don't want to be learning like a billion different people. What's it? Eligible students 13 and older and teachers can purchase an annual membership. Yeah, except Watcher652. I'm not a teacher, and I'm not connected to a school, so I can't set up an account like that, which is very frustrating.
And also US $20. That's more in Canada.
Yeah, Evolution. Evolution. I think I put my email address in the other day. Let me put it in again. David I. Hewlett @gmail.com. So yeah, just Nightbot. God damn it, Cal, you're so damn fast. I didn't even notice you do it. Cal's she's like the modding ninja.
Also, happy birthday, Cal.
Oh, happy birthday.
Okay. Cal, I'm sorry I said anything.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, week, month, and year, Cal. Happy birthday to you. There you go. I am too, Marilyn. I'm Marilyn McKay, Rodney, McKay. Jane, help me. Jane's no help to you. Jane's no help to you here. Cal, it was your birthday, and that's all that really matters, right? My Alexa, don't say Alexa, is named Computer. I like that too. And you just woke her up again. Here's what she found about Adobe on Wikipedia. Yes. Why do I think of Rodney singing that? Yeah, sorry, Cal. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday to you.
Why did
Happy
Cal, can you murder the admin? Can you mute him?
No, you can't. It's my stream. I am God here.
One chicken. Oh wait, no.
No, please don't send her down to scare me because I'll wet myself and faint and on camera, and then it'll be the perfect thing to. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Fatar. Hello, Fatar. No, I can't mute him. I know. It's so sad, isn't it? Cal, please keep giving her ideas. Okay, yeah. So the Adobe thing is very frustrating, I've got to say. But maybe I'll bite the bullet at some point, and I'll just spend some cash. Jane loves you spending cash.
Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho.
I think it's like you want like a. I think you have to have like a business account or something. Yeah, students get a huge deal, but unless I can register myself as an educational facility.
You need to be 13 or older. What's that all about?
Yeah, exactly.
Why can't me?
Look, DaVinci is something that I'm definitely interested in. And DaVinci, so this Red Giant thing that I've got, DaVinci, you can actually I could export this whole stream to a DaVinci file and then edit it, which is amazing. I've got to say, and I cannot wait to do it. I'm an educationeer. What's that, Noodles? Brain Beast says I'm an educationeer.
Technically, since I'm a student, once in January, once I turn 13, I'm turning 13. I don't want to. Why? I'm gonna. Anyways.
Yeah, but then you have to pay for it.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right.
Lilifin says, "Have you tried emailing them?" I guess I could try emailing them and see what they say. There may be a way around that. Apparently, they're notoriously bad at that. Apparently, even if they just gave me I would do the educational pricing in a second. That seems absolutely reasonable to me. The educational pricing.
And then I can make
I would happily pay that.
And I can make pictures of pigs and no one would judge me.
So all apps is $79.99 US per license. What? Oh my God, it's gone up. It's gone up big time. It's gone up.
Also, a lot of stuff. Yes, 13 is the worst thing.
Oh my God.
I don't want to be a teenager.
That is awful. Creative Cloud for Teams. What? That is shocking.
What? What's happened?
Well, they've raised the price.
What the?
Yeah, they've totally raised the price. That is not what I was paying. So $33.99 is what we're paying now, apparently.
$33.99? That's a ripoff.
Every month. Well, no, that's okay. I don't mind. Like, that's fair enough. Like, Jade and I use it. That's like we totally use it. I'm totally fine with that. But the fact that I need to do even more for that I have to pay even more just to have the ability to add people as I need to seems kind of crazy. Business solutions. Look at that. Small and medium businesses. There you go. Teams of any size. Maybe that. I seem to remember looking into this and going I just don't know how this. I don't know how this works. I don't know how I pay for this. Anyways, we'll figure it out. I'll figure something out because I think it would be fun to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they want $79.99 US a month. That's insane. So yeah, we got to figure out.
And thank you to BV. Brian Vines, being 13 isn't too bad. No, I know. It's just being a teenager and being older, and I don't want to grow up. Because
you don't want to grow up?
Because I just want to say childhood's like your free trial, and taxes are like a subscription to life.
It's like, what do they say? The only things that are guaranteed are death and taxes. You know? Oh man. Well, yeah, that'd be awesome. Well, Evolution 219. Let's figure out if we could do some modding and micro soldering. Let's see if we can do it online somehow. Maybe we could do like a virtual get together. And the next time I'm in the UK, I'll come and visit. Give you things they can Photoshop together. Spinnerbreaker's got things to do. Interesting. Here's the thing. I jotted a little note down the other day about stuff. Well, actually, you know what? Because we're gonna have to. We've only got 10 minutes left. Is there anything else on our list that we should look through? Is there anything else you wanted to chat about?
Though, couldn't you just look at all the coding for Adobe and then copy paste it into your own file and then just use that and not sell it?
Oh, go nonprofit. That's really smart.
Not even sell it, just for you.
Sorry, run that by me again, Noodles. Sorry, I got distracted because ATRD Snafu, Atardi Snafu, was saying that if we go non-profit and register as a non-profit corporation, although then you have to do all sorts of tax stuff, potentially that's the way to go.
But
And taking the
technically,
coding
you
of a
make money.
program is
But you
theft.
make money from streaming.
So I guess what you were recommending, you were saying like, could you sort of like, what is it called? Reverse engineer Adobe, get the code, and then create your own version. That's, yeah, that's stealing. That's literally stealing. So.
Oh, okay.
Posted a link to Adobe alternatives. Thank you, Pac-Bomb.
Wait, I have a question. Does it matter if you're not using it? I mean, if you're not selling it?
That's interesting.
Like, if you're the only one that has it, you don't give it to anyone else.
Well, this is what Jane and I do, right? So it's only allowed to be on 2 computers. So the idea is basically you're allowed to have it on 2 computers. So decompile. That's the term, James Gurney. It's and it's very illegal. I mean, sorry, it's not illegal to decompile it, but it is illegal to then create your own and steal it. That's basically that's pirating, right? Yeah.
Dang it.
But okay, so that is interesting.
Anything else? Anything else in the thing?
So we talked about Team Executor. Then maybe we'll talk about this later when Bratlett's around. But there's this Genshin Impact, which is this game that's getting these crazy, amazing reviews. But it's kind of a pay-to-win game, right? It's another one of these like microtransactions, right?
Great. Also, I just want to say something. We should all play Among Us, like on the weekend or something.
That's what I keep saying.
What's that?
We should all play Among Us.
We should totally do that.
I can ask my mom.
How do we arrange that, though?
We do like a Tech Bandit stream on the weekend, but we play Among Us.
Weekends are hard, though. Weekends are hard for me. Because they're off for you, but they're on for me. But yes, we could definitely. Hey, you know what I'll do is I'll bug Baz about that. Because if David dies first,
Cal can play with us too. That'd be so much fun.
Oh yeah, Cal, would you play?
Yeah, you would have to be in the Discord chat if you're okay with.
Well, that's fine.
Because
we could do that. We could totally do that. So
we would probably chat like through a call because that's how people. It's fun because you would only get to see one person's perspective. But
thank you, Atardi Snafu. That's great. Appreciate that. Thank you. It's got a link there.
You'd only be able to watch one person's perspective.
Stream at a time, right? Exactly. Well, you know, David Blue wants to play as well at some point, so maybe we can team up with him or something. He emailed me the other day about it. Game of Thrones. Oh boy, and the microtransactions. Yes, this is it. I mean, we should talk about this with Baz because I've also fallen for a few of the microtransactions myself. And a perfect example is Magic the Gathering, right? So I buy a lot of Magic the Gathering cards, like crazy amounts of Magic the Gathering cards. I also do way too much Pokemon as well, Pokemon cards as well. So I am, and you get the little dopamine boost, right? Because you open the pack and you're like, maybe this will have like a rare card worth $500 in it, and that's just gambling, right? I mean, that's it. So I use TechSoup to save some of my clients thousands of dollars on Microsoft software. That's amazing. Atardi Snafu, you've got to help me do the same. Because, it would just be really nice to get all the kids set up with like a cheap enough version of... Look, I even wondered about just having a version that the kids could share. They could have it on 2 different computers. So each license allows them to have 2 kids to be using it at the same time. And then as we need to, we could add other people because it would all be under the auspices of the Tech Bandit stuff. Would be my hope, anyways. And one of the things I was talking about here was, and again, this is something that we should talk to Commander Cosmo. You might be interested in this too, actually. Is like, how do we create a Tech Bandits collaborative gaming network? So that means that we could have some people who are doing some editing, some people who are doing design work like logos and brands and things. Some people are creating music, and then some people are doing some marketing or like sales or sponsorships or that kind of stuff, or the business side of it, basically. And I just wondered,
what would we market?
like streaming. So like basically, we could do like let's say Noodles wants to set up her own. Give me a hobby that you've got. What do you like doing, Noodles?
Reading.
Reading. So let's say you're doing a book club online. You're going to do the Noodles Book Club, and you want to start doing a broadcast where you talk about the book you're reading, or you talk about the chapter you just read, or whatever, and you start your own channel. Then we could use all the fine folks here because not many people have, are lucky enough to have 108, people showing up to their streams. How do I help you? How do I help game bandits who want to start doing streaming get an audience? And also, perhaps even more importantly, have a little community of like let's say there's one kid wants to do editing, one kid wants to do this, one kid wants to do that. You have a little community that can help each other out, getting them streaming about stuff that they want to stream. Or they don't even have to be streaming to the public. They can be streaming privately, whatever they want. But just the idea of like how do we create a little almost like a YouTube Twitch collaborative thing? Wouldn't that be fun?
That'd be fun.
So that's my current dream right now. And those of us with no tech abilities could supervise. Exactly. And yes.
Yeah, maybe just for the Among Us thing, I'll start my one-time channel.
I don't just know Aquaman. I've scared Aquaman. There's the YouTube channel that has DRM free music for background music, good sounds. That's great. Yeah, I mean there's definitely this free music and we could do research on that kind of stuff. But I just thought maybe there may be some bandits out there who like writing music. And then why not use this as a way of, because if they could then be on channels, like even look, if we could use music that people have written in the background to this stuff, people go like, oh, I really like that music. Then again, we're promoting the Game Bandits pop, as Watcher says. It's although Game Bandits pop is actually really good, Watcher, but Game Bandits pod, yes. Yeah, I was thinking like
we're like a pod of evil dolphins.
Ooh, it's true. Pod is a really good term, isn't it? I was thinking like network, but it could be the Bandit pod. We need to get better.
And maybe just to stream.
Ooh, then we'd be B pod. B pod. It's the B pod. There you go.
Yeah, and I could also, you know what I could also do?
What?
I could also set up my own Twitch channel just for the purpose of having multiple views in Among Us.
Well, there's that. There's that too. I mean, but that's
the only problem with that is I don't. First of all, don't have a good. Like, I could probably download something on my mom's computer, but I don't know.
Last of Us is not a bit. Not Last. Is it Last of Us? What's it called? No.
Among Us.
Among Us. Among Us is not a computer intensive game, right? Though, isn't it? It doesn't take much to run that, right?
Oh no, it's not that. It's just it would definitely be a temporary thing on my mom's computer until I get my new PC.
Should we just build it? My only concern is this. Yeah. My only concern is this. Do we want to wait until? No, we can't really afford it. I don't think. I'm trying to think if we could I don't think we could put a system together with the new 30 series. I think it'd be too expensive.
Care.
I don't think you need it. I think it's a waste of money. I think we should go with what Lord Chunky suggested, which is the cheaper system. But then you've got money left over for things like Adobe subscriptions and stuff like that. Oh, happy Thanksgiving! Yeah. Oh my God, when's Thanksgiving? Is that this weekend?
Yeah.
So I do stunts. I do fire stunts, driving stunts, and then I go to bed. I wake up and we're in a Thanksgiving weekend.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait, but tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah, so tomorrow I work. So tomorrow I've got to drag some kid out of a fire, and then I've got to drive a car and slam on the brakes without killing him. Basically.
What?
Yeah. It should be kind of neat. They're saying that I have to use, they call them a flame bar. And basically what it is it's like, literally it's like a pipe that they put like propane through, and it has little holes in it, and they just light those holes on fire so the gas lights up. And then they can put those bars wherever you want to have flames in the scene. And they're really easy to control, right? So if like they get out of control, so you just turn them off. So no, I'm not doing my own stunts. I guarantee you I won't do anything that is even I'm going to possibly hurt myself. Because you know why? Because I am a professional coward. That's why. And they have people for that. They have like people who look like me to do that. Yeah, there is the 3090. Could you imagine if we just bought Noodles? What if we just bought you the top of the line GPU, but then you don't have any money left to buy the PC?
That just
Yeah, seems foolish
Yeah.
somehow. Seems very, very foolish.
Yeah, you made it sound like you're right. You made it sound like such a bummer. Like
No dinosaur catapult? Come on, we got to come up with the dinosaur catapult. Is that how cowardice mechanic? Yep, I think cowardly was something probably the writers picked up from me.
I have to go like right now.
Okay,
Like,
go get out of here. Go.
I need to get a flu shot apparently.
You got a flu shot as well?
I'm coming.
All right,
Sorry.
flu shots and banjos. Go or ukuleles.
Okay, bye.
All right,
It
have
was
fun,
really
Noodles.
fun to speak, everyone. Goodbye.
A joy
Among Us,
speaking to you.
GameBandits.
Goodbye.
Yes.
Bye, Noodles. All right, so Noodles is out of here, going to get vaccinated. What time is it? Oh my God, it's 6 o'clock. Oh my God, I gotta go make dinner. Thanksgiving means pumpkin chuckin' catapults. Nice. 5 p.m. Central. Is that it? Yeah, we're Eastern time here, boy. Eastern time. All right, so I should probably wrap things up. Yeah, you guys have a different Thanksgiving than us. We have a Thanksgiving. You have Thanksgiving in November. We have Thanksgiving in. Do we? Is it really a Thanksgiving weekend here? Did I get that right? I think that's it. Wait a sec. You've given James some kind of power, Cal? That is very, very dangerous. So there are a bunch of things I wanted to talk about with them, but I guess because Baz isn't around, it's not as interesting. There's just some stuff about Sims 4 that they're adding so they got kind of nailed. Sims and EA got nailed because they're seriously lacking diversity in their in the options in Sims. Like they'd sort of like done this little add-on for skin tones and basically screwed it up, and people were like, "Oh, really? It's so unimportant." So they're really pushing back now. So because it's Hispanic Heritage Month, they've decided to release their new updates during that month. And they're going to add all sorts of, I guess, for want of a better word, Latin American flavor to the update. So that again, trying to embrace that. Which, look, again, I don't care why people do this stuff. If we have to guilt them into it, if they have to get shamed into it, whatever, I don't give a crap. The reality is, at least they are being forced in some way, shape, or form to own up to this very white gaming industry that we have. So. And then the other one I wanted to talk about was just addiction, basically the science and the chemistry of addiction. Because that was where I jumped from the idea of this Genshin Impact, which again is a beautiful looking game. Cal, have you tried this game yet? Yeah, it is October the 12th, so it's the Canadian thing. For a second, I forgot the monkey part was Jane and got very creeped out. Why? What she said? What has she said? Yes, baby. Thanksgiving is on Monday. Yeah, baby. Yeah, because if James Gurney starts calling me baby, that's the time to ban, is all I'm saying here. I'll leave this here for others. A cool video showing 3D musical flame bar. Oh, fantastic. There you go. I shall copy that link. All right. I love Canada, but poutine is just... Okay. All right, sorry. Idara the Arcane. Poutine... is the food of the gods. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Ugly but tasty. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? That's yeah. It's Ruby K. Yeah, ban. Idara the Arcane could get banned for not liking poutine. Cosmo, you're a poutine fan, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh my God, poutine is just I mean, it's death on a plate, but it's just delicious. It's popular in northern New England. I didn't know that. Interesting. Canada Strikes Back. There you go. Vegemite better than poutine. Oh, Spinnerbreaker. Vegemite's pretty damn great, I gotta say. But, oh my gosh, the Canadians are revolting. But of course they are. What do we do? Do we panic? It's good, but the gravy, what's not to like? It's good. It's fries, gravy, and cheese curds. You cannot lose with that. And then we get all crazy, and they start adding all sorts of other stuff. Then you can have, like, chili poutine. You can have, I've even seen foie gras poutine. There's bacon poutine. Poutine is basically just French fries, like dripping with gravy and oh my God, my mouth is watering now. It's absolutely watering. Let me see if I can share you a picture of poutine. It's not the best photo of it, I'd have to say. But let me see if I can get you a picture of poutine to look at. Good Lord, man. That is definitely poutine. Open link in a new tab. Let me show you. This is poutine. I think if I do that, you'll be able to see it. That is poutine. So that is French fries covered. That looks like just cheese fries with gravy. That's not the real poutine. Poutine, if we look up poutine here, let's see. Here we go. This is not what I wanted. I wanted to go where? Forget it. I need to find a way of doing this. Come on, poutine. I don't want a map. I don't need a map of poutine. I want an image of poutine. By the time I've done this, everyone else will, there you go. That is what traditional poutine, that is kind of what poutine looks like. Right there. Look, there's even a recipe for it. That when I think of poutine, this is what I think of. I think of this. Nope, not them. I think of this. Look at that glory. Oh, my mouth is watering. I got fries with cheese on it. Oh, delicious. That is the way to go. Now I got to go make dinner. Chicken salt, elemental fire. You were talking about it before. Chicken salt, very true. You can post a picture, Die Hawk Titan. Post it on the photos section of the Discord server is what I would do. That's your best bet for that. Potato goes well in any way and with everything. It's the Joker of foods. It's kind of true. It's the Joker of foods. Why so glum? Potato. Cheese. My tummy hurts. Yeah, there you go. I don't use Discord. Sorry. Sorry. Well then, yeah, Die Hawk. You want to? Can you want to share a link to a photo? Is that what you want? Yeah. I mean, I can let you post a link if you want. How about that? There you go, Die Hawk. You can post a link. Wait a second. Did I beat her? Oh my God! I beat Cal. I totally beat Cal.
In what?
I got the link in before I managed to let her go because, yeah, I beat Cal. Normally Cal beats me to putting up links and stuff. I beat her this time. Cal's getting slow. Of course, it's probably like 4 o'clock in the morning for Cal, to be fair. All right, it's 6:09. I gotta go. Peeps, this has been wonderful. As always, thank you so much for joining me. It is a pleasure as always. So again, I guess I should say thank you. Well, first off, I'll say thanks to the Tech Bandits, the Noodles, who's not here anymore. Commander Cosmo, thanks for weathering the storm of Tech Bandits. I'm sorry that we haven't got your Java thing sorted out. Keep bugging your dad about it.
Fine.
Just you could just say to your dad. You could say to your dad, "Can we remove that software?" And I promise you, if there's anything I'm worried about, I'll bring it up to you. You could try that if you want.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you always try. The reasonable thing, the reasonable grown-up approach to stuff can often impress parents. Or you just keep asking him to update it, and then it'll drive him crazy, and eventually he'll probably take it off. That's what happened to me anyways. But don't tell him I told you that. All right, because this is Tech Bandits. It's supposed to be educational, not subversive, right? All right, so thank you to Commander Cosmo. Thank you to DStat for being a sponsorship level patron. Thank you for all of our patrons who are, it sounds like, about to be paying for all of our Adobe subscriptions. For all of our subscribers, thank you so much. My portion of subscriptions goes towards Tech Bandits. Baz goes towards his pocket money, which has allowed him to buy some neat things and do some cool gaming. And I've got to bug him to do some more gaming. Weirdly, I've got to bug my son to do more gaming online. How shocking is that, Commander Cosmo? I actually have to remind my son to stream. I have to remind my son to stream. How weird is that? I am thinking about moving Tech Bandits, the Tech Bandits, as opposed to the Game Bandits, to Mondays after school because Fridays after school suck because no one wants to do anything that might be learning after school on a Friday. So I may move it to Monday. But that means maybe I'll do like a chitty chat stream on Friday. Sunday we have a Stargate stream, which I'm looking forward to, and of course Saturday. David Blue is doing an SGU simulcast, so go check him out as well, because it's always good to support our friends. So there you go. I shall say thank you, and I shall say until we geek again, cheerio and huzzah!